Yo. What's going on, gamers? It's time. It's time for the monthly. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the game. It's starting up in a couple of minutes. Gonna be a relatively short stream. Just gonna do the monthly. Kind of want to chill out a little bit. You know, I've had a pretty intense couple of weeks, so gonna, you know, take things a little slow. Of course, there's gonna be some content coming out. There's some kind of blog post next week, I think, about the new homestead, which is pretty interesting. So I'll have to see how that one goes. Omega. All right. 3 Mirages monthly. Oh boy. And look, I'm sure there'll be some fun stuff that people have got cooked up. Soulless, boring spec. No. is that a new one ever see? Oh no. Why does wait, is this actually real, by the way? Like, he calls him out by name? Sits AFK for 24 minutes to avoid the lever penalty. That is, I mean, look, that is, you honestly hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see that. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Is anyone even playing monthly ATs nowadays? I am actually not entirely sure who's playing in this one. So we'll have to see what's going on. What? Let's see. What one is it? It's the sun. It is the sun. Who's going to be playing? Starts in 1 minute. You guys better be ready. Ready to enroll. Ready to pump. Ready to blast, even. I would even go that far, guys. The sun is rising on the horizon to invoke the year of Guild Wars 2. Well, I mean, it's going to be a year of Guild Wars 2, that's for sure. Like, I mean, I might do like a bit of a, you know, little ramble video about my thoughts on the expansion and, you know, just some kind of ideas about it. Like, I guess what I would say is that I don't have many thoughts. Like, I am a little disappointed that it looks like we're not really trying to grow. Right, like that's like the thing that I really can't get out of my head, is that we aren't trying to grow Guild Wars anymore. We're just trying to basically keep it the same, right? Like, you know, look, to use silly language, right? We're not looking for a year of Guild Wars 2. Like, we're just looking for the stability of Guild Wars 2. And I think that's a little bit sad in a way, you know? Like, Guild Wars, I think people always talk about Guild Wars 2 as this what-if game. And I think we've, like, you know, it's weird. You know, we talk about the acceptance phase, but I think the devs are in the acceptance phase. You know what I mean? Like, or like, they're the acceptance phase, like, is just like the way the game is being developed, right? And it's very clear with VOE, I think. Let's see what's going on here. What have we got? Oh, that actually might be an interesting game. Slugai versus Nezio. We have a Misha team. In the mix there. Let's actually see like what that is. Sausage's God also in the mix. How many rounds? It's a 5-rounder. Okay. So let's see what we've actually got going on here in some of these teams. That would make you believe it's made to grow. More content than the previous ones. Ooh, my goodness me. What have we got here? So Sausage's God on Hollowsmith. Now, this is an early round, right? So it's like a little bit difficult to, it's a little difficult to draw any conclusions on what people might end up being playing. This is clearly one of those French rosters, and they do like a little bit of that Scourge, Mirage, and Renegade. That's for sure. Pretty interesting. Okay. Let's see what the other teams are up to. Let's go over to the Misha team. Oh, never mind. We're not getting into that. No Warrior. Yeah, Warrior is like one of the ones that doesn't quite make the cut right now. It's not that it's actually bad. It's just that it almost like, it doesn't really make that much sense in the current metagame. We actually do have a support Warrior. Like, this build actually does see a little bit of play in the current metagame. We saw that actually in the last month even. Like, the Frenchies were able to win with it, I believe, because of this, like, skirmishing playstyle that it can bring to the table with, Tactics, Discipline, and then Spellbreaker. And, you have Staff, Sword, War. And you're really mobile, right? Because, like, Staff makes you go really fast, and so does Sword, Warhorn. So you can, like, leap around all over the place. It's actually very potent. And, you can see just, like, full healing there. Ruin the Druid. Pretty tanky as well. You've got Spellbreaker, so you have that inherent durability as well. And of course, Mending Might gives you a lot of sustain. When you're in a fight with like 2 other players in it, or maybe even 3, right, like a big team fight, whenever you pop your For Great Justice, you actually have a huge amount of self-sustain. Because in PvP, gotta bear in mind, guys, in PvP, For Great Justice actually is 12 stacks of might. So yeah, pretty interesting match here. Some kind of weird relogging going on there, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other games. What about this? This game actually might be worth watching. This could be a competitive game. What do we got here? Oh, what is this? We actually have Gauntlet. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting team, actually. So we have double Scourge here. Nezio and Gauntlet. Caspi on the Mirage. No surprises there. And, of course, Pain and Maya on the double Thief. So very interesting comp. Basically 2 kind of defensive, bunkery style builds, and then 3 very fast rotational damage dealers. So a lot of damage output here from Blue. Very interesting approach. But they're going up against a scary roster themselves. Double Renegade. Double Renegade here. Double Scourge, and then the Tempest. So the big question here in this match is the red team going to be able to lock down 2 nodes? You can see that they're very clearly focused around just the 2 of them. They're not really going to worry about the 3rd. Their end game here is, can they actually lock this down? Although it's going to be very difficult to survive. We see that here with the Scourge. Scourge really doesn't deal well, in my opinion, with Mirage in particular, but certainly not Thief or Condi Spectre either, by any stretch of the imagination. Actually, a lot of the classes on red are going to have a really tough time. Like, these Renegades are going to struggle versus the Spectre, 100%. Is this an SD Thief from Pain? Yes, it absolutely is. That's what I would have expected in a matchup like this, to get through these bunkers. Yeah, I actually don't think this is that livable for the red team. Like, if you have all 3 of these DPS players on you, I don't really see much of a way for the red team to actually survive. And they also don't have a lot of damage. You can see here, right? Like, this is not a super high DPS build. Defender Relic, the same is true here as well on the other Renegade. 2 Scourges, obviously not dealing heavy damage. And then you have Support Tempest. There's just not a lot of DPS available to the red team here. Now, they're going to try and stall things out a little bit. So that might be good, but they're going to need to do a little bit more than this. Blue team do get a little bit bogged down. I think they need to avoid fighting into the Tempest too much, I would say. I think they've got to out-rotate that a little bit or kill it, which they're now trying to do, and they succeed in doing so. Massive burst there from the Mirage. So they have to be mindful of that. Ooh, and that Mirage, the Mirage dying here is scary. Does get the port there, but this now might be resable here as well. Maya going for the Stomp, I think, but isn't going to get it, and the Mirage is taken out. However, we have the red Scourge in the downstate here. Okay, and that's going to be bleeding out. Oh, is this resable? I mean, Gauntlet is, to be fair, he's on a Scourge, but I mean, yeah, not going to go for the res here as the red Renegade. Yes, I think sees the other players coming in. That's not really going to be super realistic. Wait, it's still actually now bleeding. Yeah, now actually ends up getting finished off. Like, going for a little bit of extra self-res. But this, I just don't like, I don't really like this. Like, the Tempest is so isolated here. Tries to go for the heal, can't find it. Yeah, if this Scourge was still alive, then I think that looks a little bit different. But unfortunately, they weren't able to get that revive. Their Tempest now going to be bleeding out over here. Renegade pushing over. This is a very scary situation, though. This Renegade is very isolated. If a Thief moves over here and rotates in, that's going to be pretty unpleasant stuff. And now the Scourge also bringing the support, which is kind of annoying, right? It has this powerful immobilize and extra lifesteal damage. And yeah, the Renegade is going to go down here. Rough game for Red. They're not quite able to find their game plan here. Unfortunately, they haven't found their game plan exactly. And Blue Team, I think so far, with that mobility, they're finding a strong position within this match. Of course, Thief on this map, excellent too. Very good at traversing the map and picking up those objectives. Red Team getting the sword, though, so they're able to prevent Blue from grabbing that. If Blue got both those artifacts, then, to be honest, I think that advantage would be pretty much insurmountable. Maya lurking around, looking for a kill. I like this, though. Look at the focus onto that Scourge, and you can see how this is like a very common thing you always see on Spectre. It's really hard to deal with, I feel like, sometimes. You just have that Spectre providing almost like artillery from the side there with the Scepter damage. A lot of condition damage pressure, even from range. A big strength of the Spectre here. Now they're kind of looking for a target. They've got to be careful here. Now this is a bit spooky because now they've got their entire comp, but hold on, they coordinate a fantastic burst onto the Tempest, and that kill is going to be secured. Is that revivable? I can't imagine it conceivably is. The breaches are going down, but actually no, the Red Team just completely collapses. So much damage there. And the Blue Team gets a big cleanup, and I think they're going to find a massive advantage in this game. This Renegade just has to die on node. There's no way we're getting out of that one, that's for sure. And yeah, that's the end of that. And yeah, very nice burst there onto the Tempest. Of course, it's a pretty tanky build, does have Stoneheart, but if you don't have Stoneheart, a lot of that durability is coming from that. And without that, it is a relatively vulnerable build. It can be bursted down pretty quickly. We're not playing Focus for Obsidian Flesh, right? And if you're caught out of position, you're not on a kiting spot, then those Thieves and that Mirage is going to eat you alive. And I think this game is... Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's over, but the reason why I think it's so Blue favored right now is you've got to bear in mind, guys, like Blue Team has got a big lead here, and Red Team's comp is very slow. Even if they start winning now, they're only really going to be able to get 2 nodes. So at the best case scenario for them really is a 1 node advantage, right? Like Blue will always end up having one of them at least. And that means the actual time to recover into this game is extremely long. It will take a very long time to actually make up this point deficit. And of course, well, even getting this node captured on their side is going to take a while here too. So I think Red are in an incredibly difficult position to recover in this game. Very much, you know, an ice and fire approach right here. You know, you have the rock solid defensive playstyle from Red into the all-out aggression, although it's also featuring these 2 Scourges from the Blue Team. Now, we do see Gornet go down here, but again, look at the score here. This is such a problem for Red. Even if they start winning now, hell, even if they win the next, like, 3 fights, I don't think they win this game. That's the problem. Simply because they're going to run out of time. We're going to be getting up to 400 points. Before this fight is over, Blue Team is going to find themselves on 400 points. And that's where if you're the bunker comp from 300 points behind, I mean, you can't really win. Like, you know, the win condition for Reds, they have to get control of the map early on, like within the first half of the game, really. That didn't happen. Blue Team were able to keep it destabilized very effectively with all of these damage dealer classes. I like this. I think Blue defusing away from this is probably the way to go, or at least play it pretty passively, not committing. I think we're seeing that here. The Scourge does go down, but Blue Team pick up that artifact. And again, we still don't have this node capped, and now it's getting capped. And look, we're nearly at 400 points for Blue. Other artifact is unclaimed. Don't think Blue Team really has the spare time to go for it, but they're actually doing a very good job stalling here. Look at this. Like, Red Team is just getting locked down here. They can't really leave because the moment they do, the Thief and the Mirage are going to go for that bully. Now we have the Mirage picking up the buff, and I think with this buff secured, as long as Blue Team don't lose any more players, these fights are just not really going to be very winnable for the Red Team whatsoever. Yeah, and we are going to see the Mirage pick that up. Again, blinking up there immediately. Locking that down, and yeah, this is just such a disastrous position now for the Red Team, I think. It's almost unwinnable, I think, at this stage. Like, this fight is going to be absolutely disgusting. The damage output from the Mirage is going to be insane. Massive critical strikes, almost into a one-shot, and of course, the sword getting the immediate stomp there. I think with the death of Tempest, the game is actually over. I do not believe this is recoverable in any way at this stage. For the Red Team. Interesting. We'll have to see if they're able. Well, I'm curious to see like how far this comp can go from the Blue Team, because again, a very, very interesting style there. 2 bunkers and 3 mega DPSs. But, you know, in a way, like, these things actually do go together quite well. Like, Scourge is an interesting build as well, because Scourge, it is a bunker build, but it is a little bit more than that, to be fair. It also does bring a fair bit of support to the table. It's going to be able to resustain these DPS classes pretty effectively. It's going to be bringing barrier to the table. The Condi cleanses, getting the Condis off the Mirage, for example. You've got a bunch of healing from the transfusion, protection uptime, of course, from staff. And yeah, then you just have all this passive pressure. You've got the boon removal. You've got the blind, right? Like the ghastly breaches providing that area denial, that massive pressure in those larger team fights. And like, it's a very versatile build. You know, it's maybe not everyone's favorite. I think that's very fair to say, but it is a build that delivers a lot of value to the team when it is played correctly. Like, and it does combo surprisingly well, I think, with a lot of these other kind of more mobile, more aggressive classes. But yeah, that's it. A strong start here for the blue team. Let's quickly check the roster of 55 here. It is going to be, oh, interesting, actually. Oh, it's not full 55. It's actually going to be Misha, Hypnos, Draza, Oki, and Eternity. That's going to be the roster, so not the full 55 roster. That's interesting, actually. Like, will the French be able to activate? We actually have a close game going on here, apparently. Let's take a look at it. Red team currently a little bit ahead. Melon Eater here on the Soul Beast. Mega Noob 5 on the Reaper. That is what we like to see on the Condi Reaper here, as you can see. Now, we do have a dead here. If blue can finish this, let's see if they can recover. Harbinger finishing the job. But what do they need to do? They lose their own Tempest. Where's the support? The support Tempest was 1v1ing into the Mirage. Maybe not the way to go, but blue is winning the team fight pretty hard, but they do lose their own Harbinger. If they get that, that should rally, right? There's the rally, but can we actually survive? Can we get out of the situation? Dodge roll available, but unfortunately not able to use it just in time there. Here comes a Fear. I wonder, is this recoverable in some kind of crazy way? I don't think so. Ooh, and that makes things a little bit scary for blue. I actually really like this choice from this blue player to immediately push into the fight there with the Reaper not going for the full cap and greeting. That's actually a really big play. Is that going to be enough to swing this team fight here? Blue under heavy pressure. Now the Reaper's here. Red team health bar's looking a little bit low. They've got to pick a target and kill them, though, because they do need to get out on the map to actually win this game. Or Mirage gets caught by the sun and goes down. But can they get some more kills? I think even if this player goes down, so we should be able to find this rally. But oh no, that is a beautiful revive there from the Tempest. And that, I think, is going to lock in the victory for the red team, quite possibly. Although they have lost the map, so if blue team can disengage, this game is not over just yet. Tempest trying to move away, holding off the opponents, taking heavy fire. Needs a little bit of peel there from the team, I think. Earth Overload should be a good defensive ability to hold on here just a little bit. Nice evasion there with the about face. Ooh, can we kill the Mirage? Blue team would love to see that, but they've got to now push back into middle and get that node captured. This is really getting close here. Oh, this Reaper, though, I do like this here from the Necromancer, the Harbinger, rather. Getting that cap is super juicy. Someone has to respond to that. Tempest taking a beating over here as well. A little bit of healing there, swapping into water. Blue team doing okay here. Mirage now rotating back in. Oh, but they've got to do something. They've got to get this decap. Blue team are going to grab middle, but they need a player to respond. Maybe the Reaper is going to be the player to do it and cross to the other side of the map. That may well be the case. Harbinger, super, super low. Can they clutch fight? Oh, there goes the Elite Elixir. Is that going to be enough? Blue team, Tempest needs to get in here and support. Do we have a revival? We do. It needs to be used. It's going to go off. Is that enough to restabilize? Rebound coming up. This is actually really, really spicy. Rebound available. Oh, the Tempest goes in. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Oh, the support. Very, very good there from the red team. But yeah, this outnumbered fight, a little bit too difficult for blue to sustain. They managed to get to the other side of the map. But yeah, these 3 kills are going to end the game. Oh, pretty close match, actually, there. But that one is, that one's over. Amalgrest.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
Sometimes Amalgrest wins. It really does. Wow. Well, there you have it. That really is the end of that. Okay, let's see. What have we got here? Could check out this team, actually. This team could be pretty interesting. Probably demolish his team if I had to guess. Is it a demolish situation? It is indeed. Node Demon. I mean, look, that is an appropriate name. I'll give you that. Ah, the Firebrand. Now, of course, this might not be the final play here, but the Firebrand now activating. Demolish on the Hollow. Normelon, of course, on the Mirage. Node Demon on the Scourge. We've got Willbender coming into the mix there as well. A pretty decent team here on the red team, actually, as well. Wait, is there another game that's good? Oh, wait, there's a... Oh, wait, what's this? Is this a French team? Let's have a look. Ah, okay, yeah, so we have gw2, yeah, gw2 roster. Oh, an interesting build coming through there. Yeah, we have this Renegade in play. Glint here on the Scourge. Team 3 loser, generic Pineapple Renegade. Look, guys. Okay, chat, sell me the Renegade. Like, every single time Renegade gets played, and every single time, I just don't think it looks very good. Like, I need the French to explain to me why this build is good. Like, seriously, guys, help me out here. I don't see it. It just doesn't seem to do super well for me. Or it doesn't seem to look that good. But we're playing 3 of them here on the red team. Of course, Misha, the Master of Disaster on the Mirage. A double Mirage. Draza, also on the second one. We have the Scourge kind of forming that support core alongside Eternity with a Tempest. And Oki on the Harbinger. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Of course, interesting setup here. Once again, kind of almost like a double support in a way, kind of. Harb kind of being this 1v1er, big damage deal. Then you have that double Mirage for insane DPS. It does crazy damage right now.
Blue team takes a capture point.
Okay, so let's see how this opener goes. Blue team, very unsurprisingly, going to be playing for 3. I'm curious what red team's approach is going to be here. This is, in fact, a pistol thief. Really interesting build. The Valkyrie amulet kind of going for the guaranteed crit alongside Hidden Killer, I guess, to kind of make up that critical strike chance into the Mirage. We'll have to see how that one ends up going in this 1v1. Meanwhile, blue team taking a bit of a beating on the Scourge. gw2 on the support warrior. A little bit out of juice. It needs to be a little bit careful. Full counter coming up in a couple of seconds. Has the heal skill, but I'm not sure if he can get that right now. Yeah, the damage from the Mirage maybe a little bit too much there. And yeah, this 2v2 is going to go the way of blue team. How's the 1v1 going on the other side of the map? I don't know, man. I'm just not sure about this. I just don't see Renegade delivering a lot of value here. Like, does it do enough? I'm not sure it does enough damage to really get through these Scourges. And of course, the Tempest. Yeah, Team 3 loser going to go down the middle as everything starts to kind of collapse a bit here. Just the double Renegade not able to win the fight. It's just not enough DPS, in my opinion. Like, if you just compare that to the output of the Harbinger, which is kind of bringing the pain there. Blood Magic, Curses, of course, repping Transfusion with Staff. A really formidable build here, bringing that sustain to the table, but also the very high damage output.
Blue team takes a capture point.
Even a bit of support, right? Like, even though they nerfed this massively, bit of stability. Nobody's going to complain about that. A little bit of damage, a little bit of poison chill. And of course, all the healing. It's all good. And this is looking like a fairly brutal game so far, guys. Like, I'm not getting it. Renegade appears to be completely useless. Just doesn't seem like a class that does well into the Mirages, to be honest. It just seems that Mirage just bullies it super hard. Like, it's kind of like slow and chunky, and Mirage is just a little bit... It's too nimble, I think. It is too nimble for the Renegades to deal with. Like, maybe on a map where they can really bunker down, there's some potential, but I just really don't see it. This game's kind of over, man. I almost want to see... almost want to keep watching it to see if there's some kind of shenanigans that they're going to pull off, but I don't know. I just don't really see a way to... I don't really see a way for them to recover. Core Necro as a whole is busted, bloated. Wait, Core Necro? There we go. I mean, Core Necro's like definitely okay in PvP and World vs. World. You can make some like really cancer roaming builds on Core Necro in World vs. World. That's for sure. And obviously it's all right in PvP. I mean, in PvE, I think it's not amazing, but it's actually surprisingly fun to play if you play at power, actually, in open world, and take all the quickness traits. It's actually pretty fun. Well, we do actually have Draza getting a little bit low, but yeah, they've already secured one kill. They're going to get a second in a moment. Red team were able to capture this point, but not for long. There's the kill. Draza going to stay. He's actually going to get attacked here by another Renegade. I'm just wondering if there's maybe some kind of French cook that's being hidden here. Like, it's very well known that the French do like to sandbag in the early rounds, and they'll play their real comp in the finals. Like, maybe that's going on here again, and this is just a sandbag situation. But it's obviously hard to say. Tempest in the mix, and yeah, I think with a Tempest here, this is going to be a stable fight in favor of blue. Yeah, the Warrior just gets exploded there by the DPS and those Mirages. There's just not enough damage on red team. There's just not enough DPS, guys. It really is that simple. What sandbag? Basically, like, play badly on purpose.
Red team got a capture point.
Yeah. Okay. And, well, I mean, yeah, this game is turbo over now. There's no way, yeah, all 4 non-Thief players eliminated. Thief trying to get something done here, but I think we're just going to see blue team just kind of lock this game up. They probably won't be able to push over to the quarry in time. Maybe they can get the decap here.
Blue team takes a capture point.
It just seems like I feel like red team's comp does literally nothing. It doesn't win the team fights. It doesn't even bunker because the Mirages just kill you. Look at this DPS, guys. Phantom Pain just doing Omega DPS when combined with the Dune Cloak.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Can anyone watch these games? Only ArenaNet partners. There's no public spectator, unfortunately. Well, I mean, this was an experience, I guess. Wow, a lot of these games are pretty straightforward, huh? What is this, actually? What is this game? Red team kind of completely dominating that matchup there. Very fair. But there's a couple of games that we could actually maybe take a little peek into here, guys. A little peek. Wait, who is Garkos playing with? Where's Garkos? Where is he? Oh, look at that. Garkos activating the Scourge. Bend and Break, Lazy Monkey. Archangel Hina. Stuck in Gold, and Miramoto on the Renegade. Guys, the Renegade plague is spreading. It's unbelievable stuff. You absolutely hate to see that. Okay, let's go and have a look at one of these games that's a little bit closer, shall we? Oh, this one's really close. Let's leap in. Let's dive in. Let's delve in. Ooh, blue team with a player down. Mirage getting back up in 10 seconds. How's this Reaper doing, though? Oh, they pick up another kill into the Renegade. Blue need to not push into this. Like, if they keep feeding into middle, that's no way to win a game, my friends. However, that may be the plan. The plan... Looks like, guys, the plan is to feed into middle. It's a classic technique. I've seen it many a time in ranked. And it's being executed successfully here by the blue team, as we can see. Don't think we can recover that Tempest. The conditions are going to start ticking, but ooh, the Willbender leaps in and eliminates the Ranger at the same time. Oh, this Mirage, though, comes back for revenge. Finds a kill. Needs to finish it, though, because, like, of course, the red team will probably try and help out with this. Yeah, that Reaper. Oh, I really wouldn't go for the stomp here if I were you. I really wouldn't do it. No! Gets the shield, but's got to get out. Has the blink. Oh, wow. The Mirage barely escapes with her life. It's a little bit of support coming through there from the Renegade as well. Now, can blue team make a resurgence? That's a nice kill there to eliminate that Mirage, but now they've got to capitalize on that. They need to get another kill. Looks like the Tempest may be the target, maybe the Willbender. Here comes the Mirage. The Mirage is looking for blood. Goes for the Willbender, actually lands a brutal burst and finds the downstate. No renewed focus available, I think. Gets hit by the stun, but Blue team with a very good start there. Now, what is the next target going to be? Looks like it's going to be the Tempest. Mirage on the hunt here. Looking for DPS. Ooh, Red Mirage is now back. That's also got to be a consideration, I think, for the Blue Mirage to potentially hunt down to deny that damage output, but sees that vulnerable Reaper, wants to go for the kill, nearly finds it. I think one more ability would get it done. Gets a little bit distracted potentially here by the Mirage. Blue Mirage is kind of just like killing everyone at this stage. Gets that kill on the Mirage, and the Necromancer will surely fall as well. Oh, and a big 1v1 has been won over here, by the way, the Untamed. Oh, they got to be careful though. Don't die, don't die, don't die. No, 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 watch out for the Willbender. The Willbender is now in the mix. I think this Untamed is going to need a bit of support there from the team. Actually does have the heal skill up in a couple of seconds though. Might be about to pull off a 1v2. Looks for that kill. A lot of torch skills coming back up as well in just a couple of moments. I think we actually are going to see a 1v2 here. Oh, kind of stolen glory there from the Mirage. Gets in there and gets the killing blow. And blue team get a really nice recovery. They got to be careful not to overcommit. I think the only way they lose here is if they overcommit to the far node. Although they do currently have a significant numbers advantage. If they push this fight now, then they can go ahead and free win it. I actually like this a lot. This is a big brain play from the Untamed. Actually plays it very safe. Maybe the call was made on voice to go ahead and do that. Play it defensive. Just hold on to 2. They know they're in a really good position. Don't overcommit into the far node. Just harass the team here, slow them down a little bit. Ooh, even maybe look for some big pressure. The Red Harbinger just goes in. Red Mirage getting chased down there. And already, yeah, I think Red team doing a good job in this fight as well. Bear in mind, they're kind of winning the game while this is happening. However, behind the enemy lines, the Red Willbender goes for a sneaky cap. The Renegade is going to be deployed to actually match that. For that 1v1. If blue team gets a single kill here, I'm pretty sure they win the game guaranteed. There we go. Nice res though, precast even, I believe, there from the Red Tempest. Can they disengage this? Because they do have the side nodes currently, although the Guardian doesn't want to 1v1 into that Renegade. Oh, and that Tempest is the target there, and blue team converge onto the Elementalist, instantly obliterating them. You sound like an esports caster. I am an esports caster, Elaine, okay? What do you think this is? Okay, we know watching the Race to Worlds first. See, we were talking about, look. I can't believe this. Like, the first thing Elaine does is, like, instantly bully me. Immediately bullies me in chat, guys. Like, truly the most toxic player in Unhinged. Once again confirmed. And yeah, blue team just devastating here. Oh, they found some morale there. Huge win. Picking up these kills and winning the game. Wow. That was a pretty exciting match. Wait, this one's also pretty close. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, red team looking good. Can blue recover? They've probably got 30 seconds to recover into this game. Nice call. What? Yeah, I know. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Elaine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay. Oh, that Reaper needs to not die. Or maybe a little bit too, well, eager to get into the fray. And, well, I mean, red team, they win now. Like, yeah, well, I think, yeah, blue maybe flipped the rotations a bit. Like, over-rotating towards here only needed 2 players, and sending 3 was overkill, and that left their Reaper exposed. To be fair, the Reaper was very over-aggressive there, I think. Not really able to do much there. Maybe there's some potential to win this game, but not anymore, as meme brand Enjoyer has been taken down, and that is going to be 5 points that essentially end the game. Red team just need to stand on the point and not move off it until they just win the game in a couple of moments. In just 20 seconds, they'll win the game. They're going to go for this kill as well. They are losing maybe a player over here, but I think the Thief will get rallied off these 2 kills that they're being secured, and there you go. That's a big win. Big win. Okay. Oh, this is actually also, man, a lot of these matches are fairly close. We actually have Zintrex here. Ooh, but 2 players being taken out there. Oh, Mio, actually, I haven't seen this guy for a while. Representing the Scourge. I'm sure he absolutely loves to play that. Necromancer Zintrex here also. Warrior main now representing the Scourge. Can they actually recover in this match after losing 2 of their players? Were they ahead? Ooh, not really. It was very much neck and neck there. Let's see if they can reestablish control over the game once again. Okay. Caster MDI. I'd actually really like to. I don't know how to really get into that though. Maybe if they're recruiting, I'll apply. Okay, now red team, they've got to make something happen pretty quick. Ooh, oh dear. Well, that's definitely not it. Maybe they can get a crazy rally here though, actually. The cleave is pretty massive, but some good CC might generate the rally. Oh, never mind, neither player's going to rally. They didn't really hit each other, so that's basically a 1-for-1 trade. But red team, they've got to win now. Portal being used, that's rather uncommon. Is that going to evacuate blue team? It actually is. Wow. Very uncommon stuff to see that there. But yeah, the Mesmer evacuates all of the team away from that node, away from the danger zone. Honestly, if not for that portal, this might have been a massive advantage for the red team, actually, funny enough. Is Warrior trash here in PvP now? No, it's not. It's just not really in the current metagame. It's not trash tier, though. Oh, the decent Necromancer getting pulverized there, gets pulled back in. Can the Scourges try and find something there? Oh my god, the damage coming through from blue is just too much. That Hollow Smith alongside the Mirage, just devastating damage output. Of course, the Harbinger and the Scourge also contributing. And indeed, the Warrior with the support. I think blue team are going to win the game. And also, by the way, look at this. Warrior is literally winning this game right now, guys. How can we say that Warrior is trash? It's literally winning a monthly AT game, guys. That's how it is. Buff Warrior. I mean, look, you have to wait till Paragon, bro. And you're in business. Con these always is monthly AT level. Also want Mirage and Necro a bit with the beta release. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, anything is monthly AT level. Like, it's basically skill diff. Like, until you get to like the top 4, you're just gonna get skill diffed. What you play is not relevant, to be completely honest with you. Unless you play like some absolute trash. There's obviously like some builds that are just unplayably bad, but there's actually not that many of them, right? Like, if you're losing before getting to like top 4, arguably even finals, you're just getting skill diffed. It's a get good angle. And obviously like rerolling can help with that, right? Like, you know, there is a meta comp, and if you play the meta comp, you will have an easier time winning. But I don't know, like people complain about balance a lot, way too much. And this is not actually just in Guild Wars, by the way, this is every game. But complaining about balance is, a lot of it is cope. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, a lot of it's cope. Because the most important thing, like the biggest predictor for how far you're going to get in the monthly or what rank you're going to get in PvP is how well you play. Like that's the big predictor for it. It's not really, it's certainly not like playing like the optimal build at all time. It's obviously good and advantageous, but you know, it's not the end of the world really. Okay, so this is an interesting comp. Let's see how this one goes. So we have Sausage's God in the mix. Kill on the Renegade. Seriously, guys, someone explain to me why we're playing the Renegade here. Like, when does this win? When does this become a winning build? Mirage from Skitto here. Riken on the Scourge, and then a Tempest as well. So basically 3 kind of support, defensive-oriented builds. Yeah, consume conditions and the double wells being brought into the mix. Yeah, Well of Power, Well of Darkness, very powerful supportive tools. We're going up against the Firebrand. Firebrand is being played, which is interesting to see. Over the Tempest. Cool build, honestly. It's been buffed, you know, pretty consistently buffed, right? Sword, shield, and then staff, obviously, that you have that mobility combined with Merciful Intervention. And then you have the sustain from altruistic healing with Honor. It's kind of, oh man, it feels kind of bad that you end up playing Valor here, to be honest, over, although I guess Virtues is less relevant. You don't care about the cooldown reduction some more because that doesn't really affect it anymore. So I guess that kind of works out, right? You can have that real big tankiness here from Valor, but it just feels kind of weird. It feels so weird to me that you basically have an entire line on a support just dedicated to being tankier, more or less. And then the Honor and Firebrand is where the support comes from. Stunbreak Mantra, stand your ground, obviously in play. And let's see how this one goes. Very curious to see how this one goes, because again, there's the Willbender and the Mirage and the Hollow. There's a lot of damage that's going to be brought to the mix. And now Willbender has fallen out of favor a little bit, but it can still pack a serious punch, as you can see there. with some of these sword attacks. Let's see if it's going to be able to deliver any kind of value into the mix. Okay, Firebrand, of course, supporting. But, I mean, it's certainly not going to be easy to actually, like, break through, I feel like, the defensive shell of the red team. They are very, very tanky. We have this 1v1 going on here as well. Mirage into the Harbinger. I think this, yeah, I think this is really tough for the Mirage. Like, fully out in the open, I think the Mirage can do okay there. But when you've got terrain to kite around, you've got positions, you've got line of sight, that's very challenging, I think, for the Mirage there to actually deal with this Harbinger, especially with the transfusion build getting finished off now. And yeah, this is a tough one. It's just very difficult, I think, for the blue team to punch through the defenses. I think they need to combine their damage output. They split their damage output, I think, a little bit too much. That we had the Willbender on middle, you know, we had the Hollow on a different part of the map, the Mirage on, like, they were basically on one node each. They've got to combine forces. We need to see the Willbender and the Mirage on the hunt here, I think. And then you have that support, the resistance, the stability from the Firebrand to connect those kills. So I think we need to see a potentially different strategy coming into play. Of course, the Hollow here. Very interesting build. It's not something that's super common. Demolish definitely loves it. Like, he likes to play it. He always goes for it. Of course, bit of an all-rounder, really. Like, it's more than capable of doing some heavy DPS in these team fights, but also a potent duelist as well when played correctly. Oh, that Mirage, though, doing so much damage. Elixir gun being used. Needs some evasion. Needs some defensive support. Firebrand moves in as well to help out. But, again, what is blue team doing? That is the big question. What is blue team doing here? They need some way to actually find a kill. Oh, and I'm not sure about this one either, to be honest. I don't, yeah, like the Hob just kills this, right? Yeah. We've got to figure out this rotationally. I feel like blue team needs to find an answer to red rotationally. This just doesn't work. They've got to find a way to deal with this Harbinger. To be fair, do they have anything that does well into the Harbinger? I think the answer to that question is actually no. Willbender loses, Harb, or rather Scourge loses, Mirage loses. I don't think Hollow wins either, to be honest, into that. So basically, Zeolith has no counter in this game. Not exactly what you want to see. You hate to see it, guys. You really do. Because again, we're pushing back into this, and look, that's, you know, I respect it. We go for the 1v1, but I just don't see there's any way the Scourge can even decap this Harbinger. Even in they killed Thief in the end, it's not playing well. Dude, okay. You do realize that one of the strongest teams, Pain's team, I'm not sure who the team leader is, but Pain and Maya are both playing Thief. In the same team. It's Daredevil and Spectre are both being played in the same team. Like, saying Thief is like dead or unplayable in PvP, look, guys, rage bait worked. No, I know you're not. No, I know you're not joking, because you're one of the people who's crying really hard about Thief right now. I know you're not joking, because I remember you. I remember you talking in chat. I know you're serious, because you've been consistent about this opinion. Very consistent about it, like especially like since Antiquary came out. So no, you can't just say it's merely an act. I know you're not joking. I actually know you're serious. But it's very ironic, because it means you don't even know the state of your own class, right? Like, you literally don't even understand your own class. You main it. Your profile picture is Spectre, and you don't even understand your own class in PvP. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, red team doing well. Ooh, this is a real pain in the ass kite spot, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Just like that, blue team takes a
okay, and blue get the double cap there. And that's what they're trying. This does make a bit of sense. They are trying to split the map, because red team are slow. They don't really have that much rotational power. They obviously have the Mirage. So trying to turn it into skirmishes is good, I think, but I'm not sure if they really win those skirmishes. That's the problem. Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough, because like wherever red team just like has one of, you know, if they have a Scourge, they're going to be doing pretty well on these CV2s, right? I guess the Renegade does work out pretty well in this scenario as well. You combo it with a Scourge, you combo it with the Harbinger, it can do pretty well in these matchups. The Mirage kind of rotating around. Willbender is a little bit of a threat to this Mirage. Got to be careful though. All those blocks and the stability uptime, I think, make the Willbender a bit of a tricky target here for the Mirage. Is going to push for the 1v1, but I think this feels like a bit of an ego 1v1, if I'm going to be honest, guys. Now going to go for that push, but I'm not sure if we can win this. Can we get this kill? No dodges left. Mirage advances available. Can we see this kill from the Willbender? Oh, but no, yeah, the Scourge is coming in. We do have a near downside. Oh, is it going to land? Oh, it doesn't. The projectiles don't quite land onto the Mirage, unfortunately. Yeah. I was actually rage baiting. No, you won't. Just own it, okay? Look, just own the fact that you're mad about Antiquary. There's no shame in that, by the way. I actually respect that. If you say, man, it really sucks that we get like a goddamn meme spec, I don't like the RP, just say that. That's a respectable opinion. Like, don't like pretend, don't pretend that Thief is like bad or unplayable. It's just not. That's just misinformation. Like, just say that you don't like it. Rage baiting? Nah, you're lying. You're lying. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I respect people who just like say, you know, just say you don't like Antiquary. Yeah. Yeah, so Mirage does get caught there. Demolish finds that kill. Yeah. To be fair, my MP would be Thief no matter the meta. Yeah, but they do well on it, right? Like, they do well on it no matter the meta. It's skill issue. Like, Pain and Maya are really good on their Thieves, right? And obviously, I'd say Maya even more so is very much a Spectre specialist, right? And yeah, they do well all the time. Dude, Blue is actually coming back, though. Holy shit. I've been distracted by the Thief mains, guys. Like, we need to re-rail this conversation. And yeah, Blue team now getting back into that, picking up a couple of these skills. Sausage's God being eliminated. This is a bit of a spooky situation. But I think it has happened, though. Like, Blue team has found some of these rotations. They have found the way where they need to have the players into these matchups there. Having Demolish potentially deal with Zealith. Red team do get this point back. I think this is a little bit scary. Demolish is going to have to kind of push this, but it's not easy to do, I think, as that Harbinger is going to be doing serious damage. Oh, and the pressure, the Boon Corrupt is really not nice for that Holo to deal with. A Necromancer blasting and does find that kill. I think, do we even play the Beast here? I almost feel like we do. Yeah, Beast maybe? No, I think he's worried about a potential revive, potential cross. Yeah, Demolish there. Still a threat, even in near death. We have this fight going on over here. The Scourge standing on that point. Not a crazy amount of DPS from Red. I'm pretty sure Blue can stall this more or less indefinitely, especially with support. Just stand off the point. You don't have to really commit to the node here. Maybe you have to rotate in and out here and there. Tries to get a bit of pressure. Ooh, they do end up giving up the cap there. That's a little bit unfortunate, obviously. And Blue find another kill. Oh, Blue do find a kill on the Scourge, though. Sausage's God goes down. And now we have Zealith go for that Beast. Picks up the 25 points. Relevant in a game like this as well. Has to do with that respawn from Demolish. But again, I almost want to see Demolish just ignore this in a way, because I think this is a very challenging matchup. Ooh.
Red team wins a
Zealith potentially a little bit late to the party there. Nearly allowing that cap. But actually, Red team starting to struggle here a little bit. Firebrand moving in. Or if that Firebrand dies, we're in trouble here. We really don't want to lose that Firebrand. How are the cooldowns looking? Oh, not looking super hot. A couple of pages are available. Red team picking up another node there. Oh, it gets decapped instantaneously. Firebrand on big heat now. No stun break on the Firebrand. But there's not a crazy amount of DPS available, so I think we're okay, at least for the time being. Of course, could actually use the Tome 3 stun break, to be fair. That's a nifty thing about Firebrand. You got pages, you can always get a little stun break off there. Or gets caught by the Harbinger 5 there, though. That's really scary. The Immobilize is brutal. Firebrand getting so low. Are the boons, are the heals going to be enough to survive? Oh, but the Mirage comes in. Oh, that is not what we like to see. That is not what we like to see at all. That's very bad news for Blue. Without that support anchor, some of these fights over the next kind of coming moments could be very, very scary. Willbender now in the mix too. Trying to kind of deal with this Scourge. That might be able, I don't know, I'm not sure it has enough damage to actually kill the Scourge. The Scourge is so tanky. The weakness spam, the blind spam, the corruption. Tough to bust through, but it is on Blue node, so Blue not super upset about that, obviously. But it does keep this Willbender locked here, which is super annoying. Demolish and not a melon going down. Yeah. And that's the end of that. What are top players trying to make Holosmith work? Well, because I'll give you like the full reason. Basically, almost all PvPers are playing for fun. They're like most PvPers are not like they're not gonna sweat to the point where they're gonna re-roll because they care about winning the monthly. People just kind of like play for vibes basically. So yeah. That's, I mean, that's basically it, to be honest. And people like Holo. Demolish is a big Holo enjoyer, so he plays Holo. Like, the teams that typically reroll are the Frenchies. Like, the Frenchies kind of go for the reroll a fair bit. But a lot of teams, and 55, obviously. 55 are very sweaty, obviously, like Team USA and Dark USA on the NA server. But outside of, like, the top 4 teams world, people just kind of play for vibes, in my opinion. Honestly, I feel like Zealith 1v9, no? This was a big problem. Like, this Harbinger was a very big issue. They weren't able to find a good solution to dealing with the Harbinger. They still haven't now, as you can see, just like quite the menace in the 1v1, providing a lot of value. Nonomel and Epispastic now going down too. And that's going to seal the deal. Firebrand falls. Very intense match, though, there. Big comeback from the blue team after a pretty rough start. But yeah, in the end, red team get it done. I think a big part of that was that Harb. No good answer to it on the blue team. Zealith 1v9, guys. What can I say? Of course, I believe Team 1v9 leader as well. Lots of new players being recruited as well, guys. It's good to see. A lot of new players being recruited into these top teams. I see fresh accounts all the time. Blue team. Wait, can the Harb do a miracle decap? Come on. Go. Elite Elixir. It's time. It's time. Yeah. Oh, he's given up. It's over. Never mind. I guess not. Well, to be fair, there's also 3 players. That's going to be a tough one. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. That's going to be rough. I almost wanted to... Oh, man, I should have watched this game. That we could have seen, like, the Renegade in action. Like, what the Renegade was, you know, where the Renegade was putting in the work. Wait. French name means something could easily have you an issue on Twitch? Wait. Did one of the Frenchies have, like, a... like a really edgy name in French, guys? Are there any French speakers? Yeah, I don't speak French, guys. I don't have to tell you. It wouldn't be very surprising to me at all, to be honest, guys, knowing, and I don't even know who they are. I actually have no idea who they are, to be honest, because everyone keeps making new accounts. So I don't know who's being edgy, but someone might be being edgy. Miss Friday beta stream. How cooked is Conduit? Conduit, I think, needs major work. Like it's the only one that I think needs. I don't want to say like a full rework because like what does that even mean, right? What does full rework mean? But yeah, Conduit needs a full rework. But to be fair, it's the only one I think that I feel that way about, to give them credit. I think all the other ones are good. What would you do to fix the Conduit? I actually heard 2 really good ideas. One was from, okay, you could have, the mechanic could be almost like a Shroud mechanic that gives you new weapon skills based on what legends you have equipped. And the other one that I thought was pretty cool, actually, was that you could have legend overloads like Tempest. So that could be the mechanic, is that you can like do a special Giga move and like overload your legend in some way, like a Tempest. So yeah, that's but I mean, that I don't know if those ideas are any good. Who knows? Yeah. His name means selling marijuana cigarettes. Oh well, wait, that's not bad. I was almost worried there for a moment. I thought it was like some really edgy shit. Trust me, guys. Look, I've got I'm traumatized from the things that I've seen in the Guild Wars 2 PvP scene. I thought it was gonna be like really bad. Like, that's not that bad. Hey, Ronan Fire, thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that, my friend. Yeah. Your legend is someone as a pet? Yeah, maybe. Mice in the chat, by the way. 2 thieves. Yeah, and these are very good thieves. This is Payne and Maya. Definitely 2 of the top thieves on Europe server, that's for sure. Maya on the Spectre. Payne. Playing DP this time, by the looks of it. Yeah, it's going to be DP. Not so worried about the bunker. That makes sense. This is basically a response to the comp we see from the red team here. Going for very high mobility with the Shadow Portal. And then this is gonna be a tough match though. Like I'm kind of a fan of red team's comp, guys. I'm kind of a fan of the comp from red. You just have that core, the rock solid core of the Tempest and the Scourge, and of course Oki on the Harbinger build we saw perform very well in that previous game, and then you've just got this unstoppable damage from the Joker. Draja is well known actually to cosplay as the Joker in real life. I've seen it myself. It's something to see, I'll tell you that, guys. But anyway, he's going to be kind of going into this Scourge. And honestly, I feel like one of the big selling points to me of the Mirage is that it can actually kill the Scourge. And you can see that here, right? I don't think this Mirage can actually hold. Or rather, the opposite, right? I don't think the Scourge can actually hold into the Mirage. It's just too much damage. It's a big selling point of it for me, and this is kind of where the meta is, right? The meta is that you've got to find a way to deal with these necromancers, right? You've got to find a way to kill them, to get rid of them, to force them off the point, to have them on the back foot, right? And that's exactly what these Mirages can bring to the table. Obviously, the Harb can also handle them in a 1v1 and shove them away from the node too. So there's a lot of ways that red team has to deal with these necromancers. Now, I've got to say, I do actually rather like blue team's comp too. It's similar in a way, even more extreme, right? Like you have even more rotational damage with the double thief and the ooh, Reaper, Scourge getting blasted, gonna go down. And yeah, that's going to be something that you're going to have to, they're going to be so tight on. You're going to be so tight on the rotations because we've got these Mirages. The Thieves, there's a lot of responsibility, to be honest, on the blue Thieves to keep up, right? They've got to keep tempo with their opponents so that they don't fall behind on the map. There we go. We get the kill onto the red Scourge. So we kind of trade a Scourge for a Scourge there, but blue now has to respond to the next set of rotations. Gauntlet taking a beating. Well of Darkness is massive. Does he get the heal? Oh, he wants that breach. If he can get the breach, maybe he can hold on here, actually. Gets the breach into the Warhorn 5. Is that enough sustain? The damage from the Mirage is absolutely disgusting. Maya going for insane support as well there with the Spectre. Is it enough? Another Scourge rotates in, but I don't think Gauntlet can quite get there. Can he somehow hold on? No. I wonder if this is Reservoir, though, actually. We've got a Well of Darkness and Trail of Anguish for stability. This is maybe recoverable. Oh, no, yeah, good response here from the red team. Bringing up an additional damage player to cleave the player, and also the red Mirage, or the blue Mirage, rather, has in fact flopped over. And yeah, Gauntlet will not be recovered. That was very close to actually surviving there. Some pretty crispy kiting there from blue, but not quite crispy enough. And yeah, now this is where things do start to crumble. As blue are in a bit of a sticky situation. Oh, we still haven't had Gauntlet die. This is so unfortunate. But hold on. Oh, no. If this is a rally, that would be disgusting. I don't think it will. Oh, oh no! Although, to be fair, wait, well, that actually might have been a glyph. Yeah, it was a glyph. He hadn't hit him in long enough, so that would have happened anyway. But, oh, that is so unfortunate. If that had gone the other way, this game actually looks pretty different. But look, guys, I hate to be that guy, to be the negative Nancy here, but oh, that's absolutely brutal. That's pretty bad. If they'd at least got that kill as a trade, then blue's position, I think, will be tenable, but a really nice revive coming through here from Eternity, the Tempest, and that's going to leave another player bleeding out. Payne potentially getting caught out here as well. The Mirage looking for that kill. Yeah, very low HP on Payne. Bell gets rung, and yeah, this is very, very bad now. Like, Blue need to go for a full reset here. Like, they have to just chill. They have to just, like, AFK, honestly. Wait for all of their players. Get their health back as well. Like, their health bars are just not looking good currently. They've got to find that. If they can find a kill into Draza, that would be really nice. And actually, with the double thief, they may well be able to do that. That would be a fantastic start, kind of getting back into this game. Can they make it happen? Oh, the Tempest and the Scourge rock up, and that's going to deny that. And they even turn it around. A devastating spear assault from the Mirage. Lands a brutal kill. Cheeky stealth res is going to come through, though, so good recovery here from Blue, but they've got to find something. They need a kill. They want that Mirage. Can they get it? Do we have Distort available? We do, but it's not going to last for long. The poison and the bleeding, is that going to be enough to get the downside? It is. That will not be a revive. This also leaves the Scourge in a very difficult position. But I have got to say, Red Team have got themselves a pretty nice advantage. But actually, if we saw Misha die as well, that would be scary. But actually, that's not possible, as it was actually a 1v1 into the Mirage. And the Blue Mirage was not able to achieve victory there. I don't think the Thief could do some kind of insane sniper tech over here as well. And yeah, Gornet dead on mid as well. Not recoverable. There's no Tempest revive on the Blue team. So even though there was a really good fight there, they are unfortunately not able to capitalize on it. They won in one area, but regrettably, they lost in two other areas. And the last time I checked, guys, 2 is a bigger number than 1. So unfortunately, Blue team's fight essentially gets dissolved into nothingness. I'm actually curious if there are any other interesting games that are kind of going on right now. Very intense match here. I'm kind of tempted to hop into this one because I think this game is actually going to go fairly decisively in favor of Red at this stage. Let's take a look at this one. Is this another kind of like bunker fiesta? Oh, Firebrand gets taken out as the moment we join into the game. Renegade finds that kill. Slugu is here. You know, look, fun fact, nobody knows how to pronounce this guy's name, not even himself. That's why he keeps making, like, different kind of phonetic spellings of his own name constantly. And you know what? I respect it. Oh, Blue team winning that bell is pretty big. Oh, and that's... Oh, this is a really rough stagger. The Firebrand's coming back, but the Scourge is falling at the same time. That is really unfortunate. Renegade having this 1v1. Hollow doing well. Gets some big damage. Can the Renegade hold on? Really doesn't want to die. Actually does go down. Okay, Demolish. Demolish 1v9. Gets a huge 1v1 victory. Warrior not able to rotate in time. Should be fine to disengage this. I don't think that will be too much of a problem. And Red team still having that double cap is pretty big, but they are going to be losing some ground elsewhere on the map. Renegade now back. Tempest, or sorry, Scourge rather, taking a beating. We've dropped the Tempest, gone to the Warrior for the full support. The damage onslaught from Red is absolutely colossal, instantly evaporating that player. There is a war banner. Could it be landed? Will it be attempted even? I don't think so. There's too much CC from the Red team to get that cast off. Okay. Is the support going to be good enough here? Red team just looking to close this game out. If they can find even a couple more kills, they'll get it for certain. There is a res available, but nah, there's no way that... Is that going to land? It actually did. I'm kind of amazed they didn't get cleaved out in time. But it's not enough as the other Renegade flops over onto the ground. I think the momentum from Red is pretty much unstoppable at this stage. They're just holding down the W key. The pain train is here, guys. Embrace the pain train. And that's the end of that game. Wow. Exciting match, though, huh? Yeah. Red just guarantees win this. There's no way that Blue team can win anymore. Any other matches? Okay. Wait, are there any other spice? Wait. Is there actually a recovery going on here? There's actually a bit of a recovery happening. Look, we called it too soon, guys. Ooh, Oki is now down. Where's Painter? Oh, can he live? He's got to live here. Has the Shadow Portal. Or if he could win this 1v1 into Draza, that could be unbelievably colossal. Can he make this? He's going to go for it. He's a little bit behind, though. HP not looking great.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire.
Gets the stealth. Even a decap would be very tasty for Pain. Can he find it? Oh. So careful here. Like, these are both very high damage, very switch. A big backstab. This could be a game-winning 1v1. Either way, to be honest. Oh, and it's going to be Draza who finds it. Evaporating the Thief within seconds with a brutal burst.
Cannons loaded.
Misha in a bit of trouble against the Scourge. Maybe thinking like, okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'll go for the Bell instead. A wise decision, I believe. Ooh, but does go downstate. Okay, if Blue still has potential here, by the way, guys. Blue still has potential. Gornet actually gets a lot of damage onto Oki, forcing that player away. The Blue need to finish this kill. They lose their own Mirage. Oh, no. If they lose their own Mirage, there's no way they can win. We have a Mirage down, but they've got to somehow win this downset battle. If they can't, the game is just going to end straight up. They're going for the res. The Scourge pressure is massive. Maya going for the stop. Is that going to land? It might land. It does. And Blue team find the rally. This is actually a massive moment here for Blue. The Tempest is surely going to fall here as well, leaving the Scourge completely alone. Very, very calm, collected revive play there from Maya. Getting in there on the Spectre, finding that revival, getting that cleave. And all of a sudden, hold on. Wait, has Blue got a Bell before? They have. That's going to be a 50-pointer. And all of a sudden, Red team actually in a world of pain. Yeah, there's no way out here, obviously. Yeah, that for the Scourge just has to basically die on the point. Ooh, and Pain, I really like this here, is already looking to threaten, doesn't want to give this node, wants to troll it for as long as possible, has to be so careful with that Mirage, but would love to stand on this point and deny it for a little bit while we wait for Maya and Gornet to rotate in. They've got to be careful not to overextend. They actually find themselves in the lead. Other Scourge here, Nezio in the mix, kind of shoving away the Mirage, gets the cap, and actually that is not nice. That's very bad because I think the Mirage can honestly get some kills here and can potentially find an opening into the Necromancer, but it's not going to be instant, right? It's going to take a while. We even have the replacement, Taco Cat, going to go for the 1v1. If Draza dies it, it's game over, I think. Is Draza going to fall? He gets the double shield block. There it is. So low there. He's getting the heal scarf. He is able to do it, but he's completely dry now. I don't think he can get the Signet of Illusions up, and that's it. I believe we are going to see a Blue team victory and comeback here. There it is. Look, there you go. I gave them the reverse caster curse, guys, and that's what I'm talking about. I learned that on the Race to Worlds first, bringing that knowledge back to Guild Wars 2. But 55 actually having a stumble here. Well, it's scuffed 55. As the Mirage finishes off, the Tempest, 500 points. Gornet is down, aka Tinrog. And that's the end of that. Blue team wins. Look, guys, Thief is good. Thief is pumping. No boys, no win. Look, we always say that, and it's always true. No boys, no win. All Blue team kind of picking up a victory here as well, right at the last second. Yeah, look. Yeah, no boys, no win. No boys, no win, guys. Okay. And going on to the next round. Master of Disaster versus Team Demolish. What have we got going on here? Anything else? Where are the Frenchies at? Are the Frenchies against each other yet? Guys, by the way, nobody has explained Renegade to me yet. Why is nobody explaining Renegade to me? Like, I look at 55's comp and I look at the Thief comp and I go, you know what? That makes sense to me. I can understand what these classes are there for. And you know what? I like it. It makes sense to me. The Renegade is slop. It's nothing but slop, guys. Well, where are the Frenchies at? Is it this? Oh, this is like a French game. Okay. Is to trigger the Selly Renegade PTSD in the enemy? I mean, I guess so, yeah. And yeah, we do have this comp. I mean, look, I mean, what the hell is going on here, guys? Is this a mirror? Goku, craving the far node as usual. I believe this is a French game. Very French game here, guys. Yeah, we actually have 6 Renegades in this match, so it's gonna be something, let me tell you that. I guess the red... I wonder if the Thief is actually good here.
The match starts soon.
Where Thieves, there is one. I mean, look, dude, 2 Thieves, a 2 Thief team just beat 55. I mean, I want to say I like the blue comp here because having the warrior and the scourge seems pretty decent, but maybe it's simply not necessary with all these renegades. Thief obviously pretty nice, but this is a pretty linear map. It's fairly easy to rotate between the nodes. Yeah, this is definitely a questionable match. To be fair, like, it does appear that only the French believe in the renegade, to be fair.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Blue with the 3-node push. And in general, I like that. I do tend to prefer 3-node play to 2-node, unless there's like a very extreme bunker meta. So I like the opening here from blue. Now, the big question is like, are there going to be kills? Because I'm just not sure if there's that much kill potential anywhere, really. I mean, the thief is the thing to watch here, really. That could be going for a spike. That could be finding an opening to go for a kill. But support warrior renegade, double renegade. Is the thief going to kill a scourge 1v1? I don't think so. Oh, hold on. The 2v2 might resolve, though, here on middle. Very heavy pressure now connecting onto this renegade. Wants to get into a shield block, I think, pretty soon. Doesn't have the energy for it. Now finds it. Are they going to turn it around? Red team, of course, extending there, looking for some aggression. Renegade standing firm, though, at least for the time being. Scourge getting that node. Thief now maybe has an opening to get a kill here on middle. Scourge kind of following that. But the weird thing is, this is kind of why I like the Scourge, because the Scourge reinforces, and as long as we don't see a kill, okay, we do see a kill, so the Thief did deliver some value there. But again, as long as we don't lose too hard here, it's maybe okay, because again, the Thief is going to go over here. The Scourge is going to go back over there. The Thief can't really get this cap. Blue team is indefinitely stalling this node over here, more or less. Like, this is never going to resolve. We've got a support warrior and a renegade. So that's nobody's dying here. Honestly, I think the thief, I think the thief can like never really come here, right? Because if the thief comes here, it almost like does nothing. I don't think it's actually enough damage. Like they won't be able to bust through. Meanwhile, blue team, dude, isn't this just cooked? Wait, isn't this cooked? Can't blue just cap this node and then win the game and just hold it? Like, if they get this cap, leave this one red, and leave this one neutral, they just win the game. Although, hold on. The Scourge actually dies. Perhaps the Thief. Again, it is a pretty aggressive Thief build, of course. We've got the Berserker Amulet, Fireworks Relic with Bound, big DPS. Is this enough to actually generate kills and win the game? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Thief, I think, definitely paying off, as they were not able to get that kill. I was kind of actually expecting the Scourge to be quite valuable, but I guess not the best node for the Necro, if you think about it. Not crazy kinding potential. I think you'd be much rather on middle. You'd rather be on middle there, right, as the Scourge. Well, you got a bit more potential to jump on stuff. There's a little bit here and there, right, but you are relatively exposed as the Necro. Krog now moving back into the mix. Red team thinking about defusing it. I mean, if blue get this cap, then they're in an okay spot. Thief looking for a lurk. Oh, hold on. Red team actually kind of having a bit of difficulty here in this 2v2. Nice bit of peel there from the CC. That Jade wins was very, very juicy. But I mean, obviously, if this 2v2 resolves, that's absolutely massive. Looks like it isn't for now, but now with the Thief in the mix, things get very scary for the blue team, but they do manage to actually rotate an additional renegade of their own. Oh, the Thief narrowly avoids getting caught there, just barely drops down the shadow portal for a little bit of rotation shenanigans. Oh, red team nearly picking up the cap there. The Scourge actually struggling in this game a little bit. Really having a tough time with actually living this. Of course, did get some pretty substantial nerfs in terms of the sustain it can bring to the table, so not entirely surprising. Blue team getting middle, but now that Ren's got to get back in here ASAP. I don't hate this map state for blue, though, 100%, because, again, the Thief can decap this, but the Renegade can obviously match that and go back and then force the node. So I think the Thief does have to maybe look to generate some kind of kills on the sides here. Like, we saw some success here in this kind of this matchup over here, in, like, the Scourge Renegade setup there. Oh, the Renegade eventually denies the decap. Thief looking for potential again, but this is a tough one to plus into, man. Like, this is a tough thing. Like, with the Warrior and the Renegade, that's tough. Ooh, I kind of like the Scourge starting to move towards middle here a little bit. Just try to kind of plonk down on mid and kind of be in the middle of the map there and let the Renegades rotate a bit more. That will be pretty good. So I think we're going to see a replacement here, allowing this Renegade to roam a little bit. Oh, but the Thief actually does pounce. The slowness of that Necro is being punished here by the Thief. This is not revivable by any sort of imagination. So that's going to be the end of that. Blue team, what are they going to do now? They still have middle. They really don't want to give up Windmill. If they give up Windmill, that's very bad. And now they've given up. This is a huge problem for blue team because we've seen how long that fight took to resolve. And all of a sudden, blue is going to be staring down the barrel of that node. I think for the majority of the rest of this game, they need to either kind of do the same and lock down their own node here on the mansion, or they're going to have to find some opening to neutralize that. But that's easier said than done because they don't have a Thief and they're playing into one. However, the Scourge has plonked itself down on middle, which I think is good. Oh, hold on. Goku maybe straying into the middle here a bit. Gets caught. Oh, and the Thief dies. Oh, dear. That's not good. And Goku dies. Oh, no. Oh, blue team respond. They're out for blood after that setback on the windmill. This should allow them to get a double cap here. Now, I don't think they have the resources to go for this decap because, again, the Thief's going to be back in 8 seconds. They don't have the players to push for that, unfortunately, but they should be able to lock down this second node. I don't think it's going to be easy for the Renegades to live here when they're now outnumbered 4-2. Now, the Scourge, they need to clean this up quickly, though. They need to kill Glint and I think rotate. Yeah, they need to go now because that Scourge is about to get pulverized. Now they're going to go for it. We have the kill being secured. They must now support this. But hold on. Warrior rotating in. Could Goku get a banner here? Is there some potential? I think there may well be. He goes for it. He doesn't get it. He actually dies as the banner lands and it burns the skill. Oh, no. Red team, I mean, that is a little bit unlucky, to be fair, because a really cool clutch play turns into an absolute rotational disaster. And now Goku is kind of here just thinking like, well, I mean, look, I did my best. You know, I tried. Not much to do here for the red team. Doesn't really want to lead, doesn't want to concede that node at all. Renegade rotating back in, should be able to hold that. Ooh, Scourge, just be a little careful here. Thief back in the mix. Okay. And now that Scourge getting blasted. Oh, gets the heal. That's a very big heal to get off. And the breach and the well of darkness is huge. The healing is nice, but is it good enough? Stability in place. Scourge is completely drained. Trying to lifesteal as much as possible. Gets the dagger too. Barrier coming up in just a couple of seconds. Actually holds it. A bit of support coming in from the Renegades too. And of course the Warrior leaping into action. Very intense match. Oh no, Goku goes down again. Yeah, the double Renegade. Find that kill. Do they have the... Dude, they barely have the damage to actually get that cleave. Like, what am I watching here, guys? Generic Pineapple in a little bit of trouble. 4.5k health left over. Krog standing firm on middle. If blue team get a double... Oh! Well... Does die to falling damage, but actually not the end of the universe there, to be honest with you. Was probably dead either way. So just think of it as skipping the down state there and going right back to the spawn. Oh, Glint is honestly doing a crazy job holding this 1v2. This is some big work here from Glint, kind of keeping red team in this game. However, that might be coming to an end there. We do have a bit more evasion left over from the staff, but we're starting to really run dry. Gets the lifesteal down, heal up in 10 seconds. Actually looks like it's going to be enough as red team is going to abandon this. So an actual crazy hold here from Glint in that 1v2. Very much keeping red team alive in this game. Thief getting shoved away from this fight, but look at this. The Scourge stands firm there. Krog the Breaker. Playing the degen Scourge build. We love to see that. Ooh. How long have we got? 5 minutes? It's still, I mean, it could very easily flip, like a kill either way. Oh no, this decap can't go through a middle. Oh no! And the Rev doesn't manage to get onto the node in time. A sloppy bit of movement there from Blue, but the Thief does get punished. The banner from Goku finding the redemption. And all of a sudden, we actually have a Blue Renegade going into the downstate. This is now very problematic here for Blue. They respond with a banner of their own, but they've got to force this node back into their control, otherwise they are going to fall behind in this game. We've seen how long it takes to get any kind of advantage in this current matchup. Oh, we have Team 3 loser in a little bit of trouble there. Some healing, some support from the team, but a big burst connects, and that's a kill, but they've got to get this node. Look at the points, guys. 240 to 225. Every single kill is unbelievably relevant, not just for the map presence, but also just for the 5 points. 5 points is not easy to come by in this game. And you can see what I mentioned, guys. This windmill has been so awful for Blue to handle. They've just been losing and bleeding points into it this entire time. Me Goku, me Far. This would be an interesting lockup there to lock the Warrior, to force the Warrior to rotate. This maybe gives an opportunity for Blue team to find a kill. I think they're going to get it onto the Renegade. Here we go. Is the kill going to land? Thief trying to support as best as possible. Is it enough? I'm not sure if it is. There's the kill. Thief has to disengage, and this might be the issue forced here. Goku will return. He's now going to go for the defensive play here. Banner of tactics available, but the node has been capped, and that means Blue team is now in the lead by 1 point yet again. All right. Of course, this 1v1 is probably not going to resolve. Is there any way that red team actually lose by 1 point? This is a very real reality, guys. We might not see a map state change until the end of the game. And it's also possible there are no more kills. It's 3 minutes. Okay. Now it's going to be Rizbo here, who's got to go for a bit of 1v2. Manages to do it, though, but that Thief needs to be tracked. I think we're going to see this Renegade here kind of do that. I don't want to fight. I don't think we want to fight this 2v2. Oh, yeah, I do. We got to get out of here, I think. If this Thief dies, that ends the game, I think. Is that Thief going to die? Needs to live. Has to get out. Or that's over. Oh, no scoped. I think that's game ending. Yeah, I think we just leave. We just immediately rotate to middle. Krog in trouble. Gets the heal off. And I think Blue team have kind of found their win con here. If they just hold on now for a little bit longer, I don't think as much potential to lose, especially if Goku falls. If Goku falls, then the match really is over. And with that extra player, they're going to go for it. Goku falls over. Another 5 points in the pocket and no support for another 30 seconds on the map. I think the Thief has got to do a miracle here. Oh, I like the stealth res. That's okay. Hold on. That's big, but of course, that still meant the support was off the map for a while. It means 2 of the Renegades are so unbelievably low. Gets a heal stuff, tries to lifesteal. Another heal steal comes through, and the Renegade is gonna hold on, at least for now. 2 minutes left on the clock. And yeah, still again, 6 point advantage now with that kill. Oh, and is that decap? Is that a decap here? Yeah, this Rev was just a little bit too pressured. Goku going to attempt the war banner, I believe. I think he gets this. Oh, wow. Dude, the cleave there is crazy, actually. Just gets that cleave, plops down that Renegade Spirit, immediately finds that kill. And the neutralization. And yeah, another war banner gets burned, unfortunately. And, well, that really is the end of that, I think. 333 points. I don't think the game is really winnable at this stage. Thief was fast and did damage. I mean, to be fair, Thief is extremely fast, and it does do a lot of damage. It's just that it's fighting against, like, an army of porcupines right now. It's like, there's hedgehogs. Like, the entire Blue team is a hedgehog. And I guess the Thief is like a balloon, a very dangerous balloon that just, like, pops itself. Although, you know, it's funny. To be fair, the biggest playmaker on red team was literally the Thief, guys. We're aware of that, right? Like, the Thief was doing loads of work this game. Like, are we watching the same game? Like, where the Thief actually pretty much was the win condition for red team? Yeah. And well, yeah, there you go. That's going to be the end of that. Yeah, I think red team know it. Just kind of waiting for the game to end. Not much that can be done there. Renegade finishing it off. Yeah. And there you go. I mean, that's quite the match. Well, there it is. That was probably the slowest game. Wait, is there still a game going? What the hell is going on in this one? To be fair, maybe it started late. Oh, it's also relatively slow. Crafty K. Representing the Willbender. I know this guy does enjoy a little bit of Willbender action. But a Scourge. Tempest as well. 1 HP decap anyway, of course, bro. It's how it's always got to be. Tempest standing firm. Got a little backpack there. Ooh. I'm the table gets eliminated. Mirage hunting down and finding that kill.
Just like that.
No Esprit, no win. What, dude, look. I mean this unironically. Until Esprit is back, PvP on EU is dead, and I'm not joking. Like, without Esprit, the French just, they aren't as powerful. They don't have the leadership of the big worm. Like, without the big worm, EU PB is fucking dead, dude. It's not even a joke. I wish I was joking. I wish they could do it without Esprit, but it doesn't seem to be possible. It's kind of the same thing about Floody, right? Like, if if Floody came back and Ultranum came back, that would be insane. Like, Gornet's obviously playing, which is big, but I feel like, Floody was kind of like the glue that, motivated the team. And I'm pretty sure, like, well, dude, maybe he comes back for Amalgam, actually. I could see that happening. Like, oh, dude, if Ultranum came back and full worms, honestly, the game could be alive, guys. The game could be alive. Wait, Floody played ranked? Wait, when did he play ranked? Is he actually, wait, was it in the beta or what? With Amalgam? Oh wait, you couldn't play ranked with Amalgam, right? Let him cope? I mean, look, I admit it's a bit of copium, but sometimes you gotta do it. Okay. Blue team is dying, but they win the game anyway, so it's all good.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Yeah, Crafty K locks it down. Is Willbender a very crafty spec, though? I feel like it's not the craftiest spec ever, right? Still manages to do it, though.
Red team got a capture point.
And that's the end of that. Let's see. Is that the end of Swiss? It is. Okay. So let's see what we've got here then. We've got Chocolate versus Sausages God. Kuba versus Crafty K. Slugui versus Nezio. So that's going to be a fucking clown fiesta again. Can't play Amalgam, right? Do you not play the beta? Well, I mean, you're not supposed to. Like, I'm aware there was like an exploit that you were able to do it, but listen, you shouldn't do that. Floody's not the kind of guy who would do that. What can I tell you? Please watch Master of Disaster. I mean, look, I think it's got to be done. The Master of Disaster is a powerful one. Oh, it's going to be on Fofa, too. Interesting match. Interesting map for that. It's going to be a very aggressive game in that Master of Disaster game. Let me tell you that, guys. That's going to be very bloody with the double Mirage. Oh, shit, dude. Lynn. That's actually good, man. Building stuff is kind of fun. Shout out to YouTube, by the way, guys. Master of Disaster, yeah. Guys, the game doesn't exist yet.
Start soon.
You gotta bear in mind, like, they don't accept the game at the same time, yeah? Okay. I think this is also a relatively interesting game. Bit of a different comp here. Zealot on the Tempest. Riken on the Scourge. Skitto on Mirage. Pump Kill on the Renegade. And then Sausage's God. Also, guys, give me, look, fill me in on this. Like, who are these people? Who is Sausage's God? Because I've seen this account pop up, but I have no idea who this player is. Okay, decent Necromancer. Actually getting blown up by those. Ooh, not a good start here for the red team.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Yeah. New player? Yeah, they're brand new player, guys. Skitto back in the mix. Trying to connect some damage there onto the other Mirage, but a very good start for blue team here. Getting middle as well. Question is, are they going to push for the third node? Ooh, they're going to push for another kill. The Tempest goes down. Ooh, this is very bad here for red. Going to lose another Scourge as well, or another Necromancer. Zintrek's going to have to retreat. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. Oh, that one's not actually up. Wait, I wonder if we're playing, are we playing 6 Renegades again? Oh, wait, no, this is not the same one, right? Yeah, this is of course the Nezio team, yeah. Double Scourge, and then the triple DPS. You see, here's the thing, guys. I do like blue team's comp. I have to say, guys, I like the more aggressive setup. I do like the aggression with the 3 damage dealers. I just don't see what the Renegade does into this. Like, I think that Renegade just gets, like, chain farmed by Mirage Double Thief.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
I mean, let's see what we can do. There's the triple cap already, right off the bat there. Scourge is kind of looking at where they need to be to defend. How do you chew through all that bunker? I mean, look, it's just, Mirage just slaps. And honestly, don't underestimate Condi Spectre as well. This build is actually very good at breaking through those types of builds, I think, actually. Does a lot of damage, and the Demon Queen relic is super nice too, like reducing that healing. The poison application shuts down the healing application very effectively. And of course, they've still got their own double Scourge. So it's not like they haven't got some of that teamfight support. Now, they probably don't want to fight triple Renegade on the point. Like, I think they have to disengage this. They're playing this fairly passively. They want to get out, I think. They just want to stall and be annoying. That makes sense to me, but yeah, I don't think they want to commit into that, that's for sure. Like, once it gets a little bit spread out, then they can maybe go for a kill. They're looking for the support warrior. Can they find that? Is it DP or Sword Dagger? I think it's almost certainly SD. In a game like this, you go SD, right? The thing is, even if blue team dies here, they're still winning. Like, I think that's important to realize, right? Is that even if they slowly bleed out, it almost doesn't matter that much. Oh, Pain gets blasted. He's got to be careful there. Renegade looking for a kill, but the Thief mobility kind of saves the day. It almost doesn't matter, like, how badly this fight goes. I mean, if they full wipe, it's pretty bad, but like, as long as they vaguely stay alive, like a little bit, then we're in business. Because they still have the double cap, and they're just getting a bunch of points. Ah, Kurita-kun, 2007 round. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate that, my friend. What's the Master Disaster up to? Okay, so this game is just starting now. Ooh, this could be an exciting match. Oh, man, I feel like the Willbend is going to have a rough one. Oh, boy. And to be honest, I wouldn't feel super happy about playing Firebrand into this. Although, to be fair, you know, Firebrand's got a decent bit of, you know, tank in it. You've got, you know, Steadfast Courage, Stalwart Defender, and Altruistic Healing. This is a lot of beef on this build, and Firebrand is definitely not the squishiest thing in the universe these days. Like, you got a bit of tank on this, but you are going to be a target, that's for sure, for these Mirages. This is going to be an interesting one. Okay, let's see what we got. Now, the question is, where is this Hollow going to go? That's the big one. Because I think Demolish is going to have to find a way. He has to find a way to deal with this Harbinger or with the Scourge. That's what he's got to find. Okay, and yeah, that's going to be the 1v1 right off the bat. And this is very important, by the way. We honestly might just watch this, because this will almost be a bit of a story of the game. If Demolish can find a way to win this, then I believe Red Team actually has potential to do really well in this game. However, I think that's difficult. It's certainly not going to be easy. Now, Demolish is a very good player, so if anyone can do it, it could well be him. But yeah, just I feel like the really painful thing here is just that boon corruption. Right, like, that's just the boon corruption there is so tough. Although, hold on. We already have a kill on the other side of the map. There is the Scourge from blue team going to get planted down. Eternity going for the support there. Healing up Invincible. Oh, hold on. Dude, the Willbender actually connects, but a very nice Reyes denying that momentum. You can see the value of that glyph in a meta like this, guys. When you go down, and you have to kind of, the way things are, right, you have to dedicate quite a lot to actually getting a kill currently. A lot of resources need to be spent. Dude, Demolish is doing pretty well, actually, in this setup there. King Dong, wait, hold on. I didn't even realize this, by the way, guys. We are running a double Willbender setup here, as King Dongo Bongo has been activated on the red team. However, they haven't got any points yet, so, you know, that's tough. You know, it's a little bit of a rough one. Again, this 1v1 is what I'm really looking at there. Oh, Demolish taking a beating, though, and the Elite Elixir is up. Yeah, I think Oki smells a bit of blood. Good support comes in, though. Merciful Intervention stabilizes that Hollow. Could be a 2v2 potential here, actually. Yeah, honestly, not the worst, you know, because there's some potential for that. That's for sure. Like, the Hollow can, with a bit of support, can bring some serious DPS and bring some serious pain, but they've got to do something pretty quick, right? Like, time's a ticking.
Red team wins a capture point.
Okay. Could we see a kill? Like, the thing is, this is very volatile because they're squishing the Mirages, right? Like, if these Willbenders can actually kill the Mirage, that's a big deal. And I actually, honestly, for what it's worth, guys, I actually really like this pick. The Willbender to try and hunt down these Mirages and be a bit annoying for these Mirages to deal with. I actually do like that. But is it going to be enough? Oh, here comes another Mirage. You've got to watch over that. King Dongo Bongo stalling Invincible. I think Epispassi wants to go for it. Wants to find that kill. He's locked in. Doesn't want to go too aggressive, though. You can see these fights can turn really quickly. I like the renewed there. That's good, but now can we turn it into aggression? I think we almost have to. I think there's a bit of a timer here. We've got to get a kill on the blue team. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves in a very tough spot. Is the spear damage going to be enough? They've got to get something done quickly. Oh, these Willbenders, they're running out of health, though. This is a tough one. They were not quite able to connect. The nodes are neutral, but King Dongo Bongo does get picked off there. By the double Mirage. On the Firebrand does fall. Yeah, that Tempest is just so fucking gnarly in these 2v2s, man. Like, this combo is kind of disgusting. The Harb and the Tempest just standing firm in this 2v2. The Firebrand, you love to see it in PvP, you really do, but just runs out of juice. And if Demolish goes down, oh, then that's a real rough one. They do actually have a double cap now, in fairness. But they are a lot of players down, and that means I think they're going to lose their map control relatively soon. Demolish in trouble. Oki going to force that away. Oh, if this is a kill, that's really nasty. Oh, can they land it? The Corrupt is there. Oh, he goes down. That's really rough, especially seeing we're still bleeding the Firebrand at the same time. That is just so catastrophically unfortunate. And Demolish is going to get fully bled here as well. He will not be back in the mix for a long time. Blue team with the triple cap. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is rough now. King Dongo. Oh, King Dongo Bongo's down again. Yeah, that's a rough. Yeah, this is rough. This is very rough indeed. This game, very straightforward. Looks like Team Kuba is winning. Let's see. What is Team Kuba, actually? Oh, yeah, it's the Tenebrae team. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Tenebrae, Sakaya, Alex, Dawid, and then Kuba. No idea who this guy is. to be honest. Could be anyone. He's trying to do some kind of elaborate jumping puzzle here. Kind of waiting for the game to end. Let's see, will we succeed the jumping? Yeah, like a little pixel jump kind of situation, or what? It's not really going so hot currently. Maybe if we all look away, something funny will happen. It's possible, yeah. Okay.
Did you see that? Red team got
Incredible.
a point.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I think this game is going to be fairly straightforward. Yeah, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, guys. I love a little bit of Hollow. And honestly, it's cool to see Firebrand as well. But, I mean, look, this Harb, man. It's the Harb. Like, no joke. The Harb is a problem, dude. The Harb is such a problem. They just don't have a way to deal with it. There was almost some potential to actually win, I think, for Red, but it's just they just don't have a good way to handle this Harb. Show the Harb build. It's the standard meme build here. There you go. The core is that you use transfusion with staff to be really sustainable and honestly do good damage as well, and like, you know, snare your opponents, give yourself boons and stuff, lots of protection uptime, and you just have curses. Kind of weird build. It's a power build, right? Demolisher, Dolyak, Centaur, and then yeah, you just like dish out very heavy damage and boon corruption with curses. Very strong, very strong build, and just kind of honestly just rips the Guardian and the rips the Guardians and the Hollow to shreds. You can see this damage, right? King Dongo Bongo, even as powerful as he is, just not able to kind of withstand the fury of the Harbinger here. The Willbender build? Yeah.
Red team got a capture point.
Wait, this is an interesting build, actually. Altruistic Healing. Radiance, Valor, Willbender. On King Dongo Bongo. Kind of same thing over here as well. Alacrity. And a little bit of sustain. Of course, Altruistic Healing, a lot of sustain, guys, right? A lot of self-healing. Like, if you're in like a 2v2 or a 3v3, you're going to be feeding yourself boons. Feeding all the time there. King Dongo Bongo, a paid actor. My understanding is that everyone on every team is a paid actor. Like, they essentially pay the players to play so that we have content every month. The funny thing is, that's closer to reality than you might think. Okay, but anyway, gaming is now happening.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
What do you mean by that? Well, look, there's a fine tradition. There's a rich and fine tradition, Toast, of selling this by piloting. You love to see it. In fact, this is good too. You'll like this. The first ever monthly AT on the NA server was sold. No joke. It was like all prearranged and sold. Day one. All right. Okay, game over. Semifinals coming up. Could be pretty interesting, I think. Holy moly, indeed. Okay, so we have Kuba versus Nezio. I think this is going to be relatively favored towards Nezio. Oh, especially on this map, actually. This is where the full power of those thieves and Mirage can flex. I think finals are going to be pretty spicy, to be honest, guys. Finals are going to be spicy as hell. And look, this is the last chance for me to be impressed by the Renegades, because it's going to be Renegades versus 55. Prepare yourselves. Are you guys mentally prepared for content, guys? And you better be. You better be mentally prepared for content. If you're not, something's gone wrong. Alrighty, here we go. I think this one could be. Oh, wait, in Trig I Trust. For the relook into the Untamed, maybe, or into the Ranger.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
It is going to be the Untamed. Interesting. Busting that out there. Oh, hold on. We have changed our mind. It was a bait. Okay. So red team obviously not in the not the best position right now, being a player down. While I do another reload, what's it gonna be? Oh wait, is my UI just bugged? What's happening? Well, maybe it wasn't a relog. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, hold on. No, different Untamed. Never mind. Different build, guys. Different build. Blue team off to a good start though, and not terribly surprising. They did have an extra player at the start. That's usually the way to go. Now we do actually have a portal coming through from Tenebrae, which is interesting. That will allow some evacuation, or indeed very swift rotations. Oh, a massive burst onto Gornet. Is Gornet living this? He's not able to get up to the kiting spot. He just like dies instantly. Maya not able to bring some support to the table in time, unfortunately.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
Oh, they're getting Draws versus Energy. Yeah, I will check, but I'm going to keep an eye on both half. Yeah, obviously, like it gets a little bit complex when you have, you know, these two semis that are pretty important going at the same time, but we will be keeping an eye on both of them, yeah. Have no fear. Have no fear. Gornet gets exploded, but blue maintain their advantage.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
How do the solo queue and AT metas differ? Solo queue is way more about like 1v9. Like you play like hyper carry builds. And also people actually work as a team. In ranked, it's a fucking clown fiesta like every game. Those are the major differences. Yeah, I mean, what is red team gonna do here? Like, what's our end game? I guess that's the question. Oh, bit of a battering going on to these Scourges.
Did you see that?
He's actually going to be on the agenda.
A capture point.
And there you have it. Tenebrae hack using the portal there. Might be bringing in some reinforcements or indeed disengaging a rough fight. Kind of goes back into the mix now.
Packs are accruing
Let's
power.
have a brief look at the other game. I'm curious about the comp. Oh, it hasn't even started yet. It's over. That's okay, though. This game, more than exciting enough. And red team now getting that double cap. It's weird. Okay, I'm trying to think of what to commentate here, but I feel like not much is happening. It's like, oh, yeah, like a player randomly died. Oh. This could be... Oh, that Mirage really doesn't want to die. Oh, that is really bad.
Maximum power.
And that's going to be a free artifact for red and a kill on that Mirage. So a very key part of the damage been removed. That will, of course, bleed out. The pet will just kind of finish the job. That's a big one. And look at the damage this Untamed is bringing to the table. This Scourge is actually really struggling to actually live. There's just so much damage output. Okay. Scourge again under pressure. It feels like everyone's just going after the Scourge. I mean, look, everyone's taking out their frustrations with the current meta, apparently. As the red Scourge is going to fall. Pain moving in to kind of help out with the situation. Has some damage. Nice War Banner, though, actually. War Banner comes through from the support warrior. Brings that Scourge back up. Very intense. Hasn't started yet, guys. Okay, and look. You know, honestly, guys, I might, out of spite, just only show this game. There's possibility there. This is my stream. I show the games I want to, guys. If you don't like it, go and make a YouTube channel, get a ArenaNet partner, and then stream yourself. All right, Gornet actually gets the kill on this Mirage. Ooh, alongside Humongous Toolkit, Sakaya on the Holosmith. I mean, this is a very, this game is weird, man. What is this? What the hell's going on? What's happening, guys? I don't get it. Things are happening. Like, both teams are about the same points. Blue team's getting kills. Support warrior goes down. That's a big opportunity for blue. They can just go for basically unlimited kills now. And just chase people down. Gonna go for a kill on Dow with that. Oh, and Kuba's down. Okay, blue team just, you know, farmed. That's pretty good. Scourge dies, and this is their only node as well. Now, red has managed to make a rotation. I'm curious about what the purpose of the Holo is. Now, the Holo, it is actually the more defensive build, right? So this is like a very defensive build being played. We have Spectrum Shield and Photon Wall alongside Mortar Kit, so loads of kind of big defensive power. Oh, even gets portaled to middle there by the looks of that. It's cool to see a little bit of portal play in the mix. We love to see that. French are owning the game. Are they actually? Hey, guys, I don't think it's even started yet. It's 0-0. What are you guys even talking about? Oh, blue team just continuously picking up more kills. With that warrior down, like, if they can keep that warrior dead, then I think we are in business. We're good. Oh, no! Dude, how did that connect? What was that hitbox? Like, somehow Sakaya connects his short bow attack, killing the thief. That is just brutal stuff. Pain taken off the board. However, Taco Cat is going to find the sword artifact, which is a big deal. Meanwhile, oh, Red Scourge. Dude, what? Dude, this game is just complete chaos. Like, what is going on here? What the hell is this? Gornet's dead on middle. Red Scourge is like wiggling around over here. Red team going for the decap. Let's say I'm curious about the comp of this other game. Has it started yet? It actually has started. Is it? Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. So I told you guys it was all an act. We actually have the double Mirage L Inspector from Kill and Skitto with a second Mirage, and actually Hypnos is gonna go down. And Invincible also falls unawareness in position. Sausage's God claiming this node. French gameplay has arrived.
Just like that.
Okay.
Takes a capture point.
And red team now in a little bit of a predicament here. Unawareness has to back off, and I think we need to see red team go for a bit of a reset. Scourge will be back in the mix pretty soon. Oki also here on the Harbinger. So we've got a little bit of a different approach. It's double Scourge versus a single here, right? Single on the red team, double on the blue team. So a bit more focus on that defensive play, combining the Scourge with the Tempest. But actually, oh no! This is an absolute disaster. Oki just gets picked off, immediately taken out there, tried to, you know, find a way to get back into that node, but the Mirages activate in their entirety. But blue in trouble. Garci Breach goes down. It's not enough. Is there a glyph? I believe there is, but can we stabilize? It's going to be tough. Healing is coming through. Super speed. Heal, and then we actually live it. And Hypnos goes down as well. Guys, we could be looking at a Boyce no-win situation. Hypnos falls, even through the res glyph coming through from Eternity. Tempest in so much trouble right now. Taking a battering, goes into the downstate. Oh no. This is actually very, very bad. The onslaught of blue team, the onslaught of France. L Inspector inspecting this node. Oki now returning to the mix. Sausage's God.
Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Rotating in to help Skiddo with this. Oh, needs to get onto the point though. Look at this. You are not safe as a Scourge, guys. If you are not on a kiting spot, you will be killed instantly. Well, the power, no breach though, but on when you're on that little, you know, hedge, I guess, like you're pretty happy. But Hypnos, he's going down again. This is not what we like to see. The damage pressure is simply too much. Gets the kite, though. I like that. Holds on.
The artifacts have
Raikön
maximum power.
getting immobilized. Heal skill and try to... Oh, that's not good, actually.
Blue team grabbed
I think he's very dead. Yeah, he's extremely dead. Rebound comes through a little bit too late. No glyph. It was already used, of course. Okay, red team actually finding something.
Red team got a
At long last. Ellen Spectre. Oh, unawareness. The Master Disaster, a.k.a. Misha, fully activates. Wants his revenge. Bit of a rough early game here for red team. But hold on. Skitto's now in the mix. But Eternity is here to save the day, preventing any kind of instability on the Mirage. Picking up that shield buff is going to be nice.
team has obtained an
Just giving that extra little bit of stability, that survivability, that safety net of dying, especially on a class like a Mirage that can be focused down effectively. Red team now with a double cap, and they're looking onto Sausage's God. Tries to kite, no heal skill though. Man, you got to be so snappy, just like a couple of seconds too slow, right, on the kite. Heal skill comes off, and it is good enough, but we're not looking great on the peel currently. We need that Well of Darkness realistically here. It's going to go off in a couple of seconds, but will it be in time? Will it keep that Tempest alive? Can blue team bunker this down? Can they weather the storm? No, the answer is, as the Tempest just gets focused and exploded, and red team, they're back with a vengeance. A rough early game, but now they recover. Okay. What is going on here?
team takes a capture.
Going for the point. This is absolute insanity here from Sausage's God.
Has obtained an artifact.
What the hell is this? Wait, he's inting. Okay. Sausage's God donates his body to science here on the middle node. Ellen Spectre also in the downstate. Raikön in trouble. We'll be in a 1v2. Tempest back in the mix, though, and red team getting into the advantage. Wait, can they res that? No, they cannot. But what the hell is happening? Blue team's feeding. Skitto getting beaten to death by some clones. Okay, and here we go. Blue team going to have to go for a rebound at this stage. 30 points up in favor of red now. Looking pretty good. And let's see what we can make happen here. Full team fight about to go off. This is going to be very chaotic and very explosive. Who's going to have the advantage here? There's no second Mirage, though, for the blue team, so they've got to be a little bit careful. They're a player down. The double Scourge could be extremely obnoxious, though, in this team fight. I kind of feel like red team wants to be careful with this. If they overcommit here, it could be very problematic. If they lose their Scourge, things could go very, very badly wrong very quickly. But, of course, the Mirages are unbelievably volatile as well. If any of them start to fall, the damage output from these teams will implode. And yeah, looks like they really want to get that Scourge. Oh, but Skitto, it's going to get blown up, and so is Raikön. The Mirages converge from the red team, cleaving them all down. And red, they're in a very, very good spot. I just want to quickly have a look at like how the other game is proceeding. It's actually over. It's going to be Nezio, so that's going to be the Pain team going into the finals. Sausage's God in trouble.
Red team wins a capture.
And there's the triple cap in favor of red. Blue needs to make something happen. Draza does get taken out and secured. Ellen Spectre gets that kill, but they need a bit more than that. They've got to stem the bleeding. Can they snowball this? Ooh, Misha's down. Is that going to get rezzed? I do not believe it is. Maybe another cast on the glyph. I think it was interrupted. Could we get it again? That's the big question. Oh, no, it went off. Oh, maybe there was a port or a knock or something. Was not able to connect that. But blue needs more than this. Yeah, I won't be able to make it there to the decap. Might be able to force the Mesmer off the node. There's some potential for that, but has to be careful. There's another Mirage going to be respawning soon, but blue team trying to respond to that very rough segment of the game. Okay. And there's the decap. Oh, again, I feel like there's so much pressure on the Scourges here. If Hypnos goes down, this just removes that brick wall. The dam is broken and the tide of pink just washes over everyone.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
This Mirage chomping away over there. Has to be so careful. Another Mesmer coming in, but the Tempest is here to respond, and blue team get themselves the double cap. There we go. Can they, oh, they kill. Oh, they do kill Hypnos. That's a problem. Red need to be so careful here without that Scourge on the board. It's being bled out now as well. Of course, I think Sausage's God may stay to hold this node potentially, although they see where everyone is. Like, Sausage's God can afford to be a bit more aggressive here. Oh, yeah, now is really worried about Misha here, right? Yeah, sees Misha, wants to cross, wants to hold on to that. Again, we have Invincible pushing into over here. Should be a fairly stale matchup there, but of course, very vulnerable to a +1. Sausage's God playing carefully here. Oh no, Misha actually taking heavy pressure, unawareness, the master of disaster. Yeah, doesn't really want to waste time. Oh no, but Skitto's here. This will be a really bad death. Needs to hold on there. Does have that no blink available. We've got Mirage advances, some potential mobility. Might be able to get away. Yeah, can go for a reset here as well. Distort coming through. Ooh, a bit of a spicy 1v1 potentially. If Skitto could win this, that's going to be devastating. Actually is very far behind. Ooh, this is one to watch, guys. If Skitto can win here, of course, if Misha wins, the inverse is going to be very, very powerful indeed. Very scary. You can see the players really respecting it. They know how much damage they're each capable of doing. They've got to be careful. Skitto wanting to force it. Of course, Misha won't allow that. Here we go. Saw a shield block being used. Of course, being used by the opponent as well. Yeah, really wanting to extend the value of that second charge. Now going to go for it. Distort is available into the stun. Here we go. Distort now being popped. Signet of Illusions is available. Can go for a reset. Oh, but look. The Tempest coming in means there's no way that we can stay in that fight as the Blue Mirage. This is actually a really, really crazy game currently. Oh, the Tempest really weathering the storm here. Needs a little bit of help, little bit of a juke. Doesn't want to give up the buff. Might have to go for the self-res. Cancels it. But, oh, it does have to concede the buff. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but does not want to be here in this 1v1 versus the Mirage. Blue team with the double cap, but both buffs in favor of red. That means they have a huge combat advantage, at least for a little while there. And Skitto is going to get exploded. I mean, look, Mirage with that sword buff, with the extra damage. It's a little bit too much for anything to survive. Yeah, that double buff, very tasty here. 400 points coming up for red. We're getting towards the end of the game. And now this is just the big question. Can we actually make any more kills happen? The buffs are going to be expiring relatively soon. I think it's like another 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Oh, no, I think this is actually really bad. Yeah, blue team's dead. Never mind. Yeah, those buffs, man. Blue team's dead. It's too much. Double buff. No way they can engage into it. They need to, they have to basically stall the game until those buffs are gone. Unless they can do that, I believe they are basically done for. Yeah, look at this. There's so much. Look at the damage. Oki's down. But I'm not sure if that's really enough to make this game winnable. We could potentially see a decap here from Ellen Spectre. But middle is now an issue. Blue needs a miracle. They need to summon all of their power to make this happen. If they can, maybe if Hypnos gets caught off guard here a little bit and gets instantly exploded, there is some potential, but we're coming up to the end of the game now. There has to be a response there to the Mirage. And blue, they're pushing in. Oh, but that Tempest and the Scourger here. It's going to be tough to bust that. But is it enough, actually? Hold on. We see the kill instantaneously. But we need to see a response. Someone's got to go and handle that decap. We cannot allow that to get captured there. And the Tempest in the mix there as well. Oh, won't be able to hold for long. But the Scourge, or rather no. It's over. It's over. It's no way, no way. Not with the... Not with the Harbinger here as well. There was maybe some potential, but I think they needed to send some kind of response to prevent this cap. Ellen Spectre can't make it happen. And red team win. Easy pro versus noob. Some French content is going on here as well. Draza saying something to his opponents. And it's going to be finals. Interesting finals, actually. It'll be... the Pain team versus Scuffed 55. I mean, that's how it is. Prepare yourselves for monthly AT finals. Now, what's interesting about this, guys, is bear in mind is that 55 actually did lose. They were actually defeated, by the way. Just for some clarity, they actually did lose to the Thief team, which is a pretty interesting, interesting meme. 2 out of 5 55 too powerful. Look, I mean, earlier people were saying no boys, no win, boys. So hopefully that doesn't hold true for 55. You won't overtake the old monkey like that, my little baboons. That's good, actually. Well, I mean, look, I guess that's accurate. Waiting for the final now. Boyce on vacation. And look, you know, I feel like Boyce would just mentally break to playing into double Scourge. Do you think he could survive that? Incredible. Boys, it's sad that Gale Shot is gone. Maybe they should have let Gale Shot be here. Have to wait for the finals. You know, I wonder what would happen if it was on Temple. That could be really interesting. Temple with the double Thief could be really spicy. We know that it can't be Colosseum. Yeah. Brees is commenting on match manipulation. Dude, look. Kevin Kylo, I want to say yes. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, we need Guild Wars 3 so much. Look, guys, I make the PvPers of this game a promise. When Guild Wars 3 comes out, I am going to make it my personal fucking mission to prevent what happened to the Guild Wars 2 PvP scene happening to the Guild Wars 3 PvP scene. Okay, look, I will not let this happen again, okay? It's the only way. Let me into the game. Guild Wars 3 will have PvP? Well, listen, let me cope, bro. Wish both could win. Well, they should have played on the same team then. Then they both could have won. It's really that simple. Accept the game, guys. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Who remembers what maps it can be, guys? What do we think it's going to be? Gachi Base. Skyhammer. Ooh, that would be that. It could be Skyhammer, actually. Yeah, that would be extremely funny. How will be so rough for Misha's comp? Well, I mean, look, see what we're gonna roll. What is it? Both teams don't score a single point. Funnily enough, if nobody does anything, the game flips a coin. Ben P actually told us how this works. If it's a full draw, it actually goes based off top stats. And if top stats are even too, in other words, nobody did anything or somehow they're exactly equal, it flips a coin. Shout out Ben P. I flip a coin. Yo, also, Emissy, I'm calling you out, bro. I'm seeing a clip of Sub-Rogue doing 50 million DPS on the Mama opening. Dude, hello? What happened? Why are you not doing 50 million DPS, bro? Game started. God damn, at last. Oh, boys, he summoned it. Boy summoned the hammer. It's here. Gauntlet, Nezio, Taco Cat, Pain, and Maya. And they face Eternity on Tempest. Oki on Harbinger. Invincible. Draza, biggest role player in the entire fucking game on the Mirage, on this abomination of a character. Hypnos, representing the Scourge. Little kind of toothpick arms and legs on this Sylvari. And of course, Misha, also known as the Master of Disaster. On Mirage once again. Incredible. Chomp in the chat, member of Team Champions playing in Moda 3. Ooh, oh, Eternity going for a relog potentially. Okay, let's see what this is going to be. We've got maybe a little bit of Cook. Ooh, we're matching as well. We're busting the double Scourge. Oki activates it. And Eternity with the support warrior. Okay. So we're mixing it up a little bit. Big mobility on the support, essentially, to try and keep up the pace with the blue team. That's the goal here. The goal is going to be almost like to match the Scourges and then outmove them. The speed of the warrior. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So, I mean, look, this is a hard game to predict, to be honest. Like, it's going to be so volatile. And I thought this is going to be one of those games that it could spin so quickly because we've seen how quickly kills can happen either way, right? Like, onto the Thief, onto the Mirages. So this is going to be a very explosive match and very hard to predict. However, hold on. Misha in a bit of a pickle. Banner now being used. Is it going to get interrupted? It is not. But that does, of course, expose the warrior to taking some heavy pressure at the same time. And Misha is now going to kind of turn his attention over to Maya. He's kind of backing off a little bit. Stealth's up. Juices up. Now starting to re-push into this fight. Oh, but Hypnos gets exploded and Eternity actually falls as well. Oh dear, not the best start for the red team here, to be frank. Ooh, and all of a sudden, Misha getting chased down too. Like, these Thebes are really not letting up, are they, guys? There is absolutely no rest for these Mirages. Oh, Pain gets blasted and goes down. Ah, it's a scary 1v1. He can push it. I believe that is possible, but it's scary into that Mirage. So Draza finding that kill is going to be nice. Does have to finish that off, though, of course. That will send Pain back to the respawn a little bit quicker than perhaps would be preferred there. Misha not feeling super safe right now, backing off a little bit, pacing, waiting for the team to go for the respawn. And Blue, get ready for the Pain. Here we go. Oh, look, I bet they wish they had their Pain, but it's going to be the offensive might of the red team surging forwards. They're playing this pretty smart, though. Very defensive. The Scourge already in position. Gauntlet, I feel like, has got to climb up there. Okay, double Scourge dropping onto the point. Ghastly Breach about to activate, potentially. Well of Darkness available. Oh, this looks very, very scary, though. I don't know who's in danger, though. I feel like everyone's in danger right now. Pain, once again, attempting this 1v1. Has Dagger Storm. Oh, it seems really, really rough to connect damage onto that Mirage. He just doesn't have enough sustain. He can't get his health back fast enough to contest this Mirage appropriately. Now we have Taco Cat surging inwards to deal with this. Red team having the sides. Blue with their own Necromancer going for that decap at the same time. Pain kind of looking for an opportunity. What is he going to do? Gauntlet getting blown up there. Double Mirage just so much, like a massive Zerg of red surging forwards. But actually, Hypnos dealing with these two thieves, that's not going to be a lot of fun to deal with there either. And yeah, Red rotating in, bringing the support.
You see that? Red team got a capture point.
Draza looking for that kill. Gauntlet on respawn. Now, the Skyhammer is going to introduce that extra node, so things can get very weird when stuff like this happens. Oh, that Warrior in trouble there, but big sustain there onto the limit. Of course, giving you your dodges back, too. Also a really powerful effect, a component of that shout. Look at the Mirage, though. Even the Warrior isn't safe from the wrath of the Mesmer in the current state of the game. Bit of a spicy 1v1 here as well. Ooh, hold on. Maya, I think, has got to get out of this. Does have Shadow Step available, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Trying to blink around. Has to try and hold on. Ooh, really nice movement here from the Spectre. Even pushing the luck a little bit, going back in, doing a little bit of trolling. Teamfight going down here as well. And, oh, man, the Hammer is so dangerous here, I feel like, because the moment that more of these Mesmers surge in, you could be in danger. Gauntlet finding that out the hard way as both Mesmers converge and get that kill almost instantaneously. So far, Red team just very snappy on the rotations and Blue team very much on the back foot. They're going to have to speed things up a little bit if they want to win this game. Okay. Oh, Taco Cat exploded. You can see the power of having that dedicated support here, I feel like. I think that is a big deal here. Just this, the Warrior Eternity, being able to stabilize things, to keep those allies alive and even revive them in a pinch is just very robust in all of these fights. And I do like the Warrior swap, by the way. The Warrior swap is nice, I think, because it is just very fast. Able to speed around the map at lightning pace. Ain't it make me free, dude? Esprit, there's no way you'll ever be free, bro. They will not give you your account back. It's not going to happen. Oh, and Gauntlet goes down again. Yeah, just this, like, the double Mirage rotations are just really fucking tasty here from the Red team, to be honest. Like, Blue team is just not able to match it. They are not quite on the same speed pace. Draza and Misha just going around like a wrecking ball, wreaking havoc, devastation upon their opponents. Gauntlet falls down again. He's in the downside. There was an attempted res, but that's not going to happen. Oh, Maya really going for it, trying to be as annoying as possible. But actually very much out of resources now. Has to be very careful of that Mirage, that's for sure. Double cap in favor of Red. Maybe if Blue can find a kill there. Oh, the Warrior in a bit of trouble. Can they find it? Well of Darkness going down. But actually they're running out of juice. And the Warrior holds on. A massive heal comes through from To The Limit. The resustain is there. And Blue team collapses as Pain and Nezio fall. Okay, 9 minutes left in the game. It's gonna have to be a bit of a miracle here for Blue to pull this off. Ooh, Warrior potentially being a little bit over-aggressive. That will be a start. That this has to die now. Are we going to see a Warrior kill? Oh, some nice movement. The super speed and the stability from that banner, and then the staff reaches in. The Warrior just slips away once again. So frustrating with just a sliver of health. But Blue is getting smashed into pieces. Gauntlet, Nezio, and Pain on the ground. They've got like one or two more. I think they got one more shot. Yeah, this is it. If Taco Cat dies, we're in serious trouble. We've got to get a kill onto this Warrior. It is the only way. Warrior falls. But honestly, Taco Cat is not out of the woods yet either. Does go down state as well. And actually, this is a bit of a spooky situation. The cleave here is relevant. And bear in mind, Vengeance could also be used to guarantee this kill. There's the Vengeance. And actually, oh my God. Vengeance. I don't believe it. Vengeance actually, well, okay, it might not actually, yeah, I think it did work, actually. He rallied off the Vengeance. You absolutely love to see that if you're the red team. And oh, wow, this is pretty rough. This is pretty rough right now for blue. That, I mean, they almost had some kind of potential to get something done. They had that warrior in the downstate, but the rally came through. Draza is now dead. Taco Cat finds that. Oh, but this is a tough position. We need more than this. Need a lot more. Need a lot more than that. A lot more than that. Can we find anything else?
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Okay. Okay. Blue team now with a node, but they need, honestly, they need to even have a triple cap for a decent chunk of the game at this stage. If they could now kill this warrior, that would be big. Some good kiting here from the warrior. Hard to get up to that spot and really connect with it effectively without also getting CC'd by that full counter. Oh, but these Scourges, they're just not surviving. The red Scourges are just maybe living a little bit better. And I think it's maybe not the Scourges, really. I feel like the Mirages, the double Mirage from red team is just so powerful. Hypnos in a little bit of trouble. Might be able to hold on here, but yeah, these Thieves, not quite as good as the double Mirage, I think, and certainly some very impressive play with Draza and Misha just combining their damage unbelievably effectively, securing those kills, eliminating those Necromancers off the map, and making things kind of playable and comfortable. Hypnos in a little bit of trouble still. Thief could pounce, but the warrior support is there to get this locked down. Okay. Blue do find a kill onto Oki. So that's good, but I mean, I don't know. Time's ticking, man. 6 minutes left in this game. This is tough. I mean, if Pain maybe like Turbo wins this 1v1, then we can get excited a bit. Like, okay, can he actually, if he can kill Draza, maybe we can get a little hyped. But I think he has to win this 1v1 very decisively, and that's certainly not going to be easy, let me tell you that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. He's going for it. Do we see the kill? We do. Okay. But actually, I think this is not resable. There's the stomp. Oh, Maya taking a beating, though, from the other Mirage. Mirage is so dangerous. I'm terrified for these players. Doesn't want to give that up. And yeah, Hypnos arrives there for the lockdown. Needs assistance. Taco Cat moves in. Taco Cat's here, but they've got to bust through this again super fast because, again, they've only got 5 minutes. They've got to keep the momentum up. They're in an okay position right now, but that Scourge has got to fall. Taco Cat is going for it. Taco Cat is pushing for it. Okay, we've got a Mind Rack potentially available to get set up here. Oh, dude, the fucking jump pad actually trolling really hard there. That's crazy. Warrior did fall in all that chaos, but the Scourge is devastated by unawareness. The Master of Disaster lands a crushing blow onto one of the Scourges. Draza in the downstate, though. Blue team now with the triple cap. Could they somehow recover this? No. That is going to be a confirmed kill there onto Nezio. Nezio will be back soon. I feel like, dude, Maya is popping off. What is this hold from Maya? Manages to somehow kind of not die to the Mirage. Actually, Misha now in trouble. Could we see a condition burst onto Misha? The Master of Disaster in trouble. Where's the support warrior? Support warrior is moving in, but Misha, is he here in time? He's not in time. There's no war banner here for this. The cleave is not good enough, though, as the hand res is big there from the Scourge and the warrior. Scourge, of course, really good at that. Able to kind of bring that counter pressure while hitting that F key at the same time. If they got that kill, I'd be getting really worried for the red team. But actually, let's see. Oh, yeah, that support warrior arriving right at just at the right moment. And the banner also in the mix. Oh, blue, they've kind of lost their momentum. And the Scourge just dies. Wasn't able to disengage there quite in time. Pain getting that. Decap. Scourge is locked in a 1v1 over here as well on middle. Goes for the decap. Yeah, needs to reinforce, though. Can't greed for the full cap. Okay, once again, though, I feel like this 1v1 is so important. If Pain can somehow win this, if he can get this kill, this is massive. He wants to go for it. Oh, don't get one shot, though. Oh, they need that second Scourge back on the board ASAP. Hammer now in play as well. That makes the rotation so complicated, I feel like, for the blue team. Scourge is back in the mix. Is there a potential kill anywhere? Where's the Warrior? The Warrior is looking towards the Hammer, I think. Pain going for that decap. Oh, sorry, Maya looking for the decap there. We have a Scourge into Invincible, Nezio into Invincible. 2 minutes left in the game. Oh, I think Timer is really not on the side of the blue team here. Can Pain make something happen? He's so low. If he dies, this game is well and truly over, so he has to make some kind of hold. Maybe going for a snipe kill onto one of these Mirages somewhere. Oh, the double Mirages converging on the Scourge at the same time. Meanwhile, we do have a kill onto Hypnos. Taco Cat activating with full power. Red team get the Hammer. That's not the end of the world as long as they don't die to it. Oh, a brutal banner from Eternity. And honestly, that might actually kind of seal the deal here. Because with that snowball's going to be denied. The support warrior, the anchor in the Storm of Thieves. Pain looking around for something to do. Hypnos in trouble, does go downstate again, which is big. And I've got to say, Nezio doing some, actually not dying to the double Mirage is big, but doesn't want to give up that node, but really has no choice at this stage. These Mirages do have a little bit of a job here, but dude, the time is so unfavorable here. Is this even winnable? I don't really think so. There needs to be a triple cap here. From the blue team. So basically, we need to force this node almost immediately. Hypnos does get taken out, and Taco Cat finds the kill, but they've got to deal with this node. They've got a minute left on the clock. And yeah, this Scourge just getting battered. Can they hold on? No, they can't. Not quite able to do it. Maybe they could get some kind of wacky rally going on here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a possibility. Draza is going to go down, maybe? But the problem is that Scourge is also falling. Pain's going to hold this res somehow. I'm not sure that's possible. Draza rallies back into the mix. And yeah, decap doesn't matter at this stage. Timer alone renders this game essentially unplayable for the blue team, unfortunately. Even if they get the decap, it's not enough. They get 40 points left. No, the game is over. And Pain finds the decap, but that is not enough to win. Does have Dagger Storm, can hold on for a little bit. Oh! Yeah, can't hold the 1v2 though, obviously. That's not going to cut it. And blue team are going to end it so close to victory. 400 points in the pocket. A complete massacre on every side. An incredible comeback by blue, but it's not gonna be quite enough, I'm afraid. The Master of Disaster is dead on the ground, but is about to reign over this game, achieving victory in this monthly AT. Just 30 points advantage, and that's how it is. That's the game. Red team wins. Impressive. What an exciting finals there at the end. A little bit of chaos going on. I mean, that was quite the game, yeah. It was not looking that exciting at the start, but you know, it ramped up, it scaled. It scaled into the late game, guys. It definitely scaled there. Very interesting play there. Very interesting, different approaches, right? Very interesting approach with the Thieves. 25 dragons. No boys. Apparently, some win. 2 Pug Team finals. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? I feel like everyone's retarded in this game, man. What was NA like? Did NA have an interesting finals or something like that? Maybe the bars, well, yeah, I imagine not everyone's super happy with it. A little bit of a Scourge gameplay. Thief trash? Dude, Thief was literally in finals and nearly won monthly AT by 30 points. Dude, look. I'm actually gonna drop the truth nuke. Anyone who is a diehard main will only be happy if their class is so disgustingly overpowered that it's unwinnable unless you have at least one of them. Like, that is what mains want. I'm not gonna call that Thief mains. I'm not going to call out thief mains. I'm saying any main. Any main. Like, unless your class is just beyond broken, they won't be happy. Yeah. Thief was kind of owning in that AT, to be honest. USA dumpstered Seacod's team. What was the what was NA playing actually? Was it similar to EU? I'm actually curious, like what NA cooked up. Who won? I don't even know what I would call the team name. Draza and Misha. That's what I would say, I guess. $610 to 10 finals in NA. Well, I mean, look, that's rough. You honestly hate to see that. Harbinger, Renegade, Scourge, Tempest, Untamed Raj. Oh, okay, so a little bit of a variety pack there. Honestly, sounds a little bit less cooked than the EU meta. Although, to be honest, I don't think EU really played meta, right? Like, EU just, like, played what they could, if that makes any sense, right? Like, because there weren't that many full teams in the tournament, so I think people just kind of, you know, played, like, what made sense. Which obviously makes a little bit of sense, guys. You know you would do that. Yo, Sin, did you enjoy Antiquary? Wait, no, this is a bait. Don't bait me, bro. Don't bait me. Wait, this is Guild Wars 1. Nice try, bro. Wait, he's playing Guild Wars 1 HC? Wait, wait, is this like, did you clip like an old VOD? I feel like you clipped an old VOD here. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? He logged on to Guild Wars 1 HC? Wait. Oh, he's going for LDUA. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, double fire. Level like restriction goes away, and you're only restricted if you have bought the expansion. Also, fire starters are killing. I'm dead. Yeah, double fire starters. Level like restriction goes away, and you're only restricted if you have bought the expansion. Also, fire starters are killing. I'm dead.
Wait, he was playing vanilla HC as well, though, right?
There must be a cave. It's unlock the teleport.
Yes.
This is not a hold moment.
Wait, no. No, not the trogs. Not the trogs.
Ah, was so close.
Anything but the fucking trogs. The lightning bolt.
Line of sight the seer. Oh, no. There's no.
No!
Well, it is what it is.
The trogs!
I can bandage in 60. No! Okay. Oh no.
Dude, doing this quest is fucking psycho shit. Wait.
That has a stun. I have to take the stun, I think. Polymorphing the seer. Get the fuck away from here.
Wait, no. Oh, dude, he should.
That has a.
Oh no.
I have to take the stun, I think. I'm just gonna run. I don't think I have an option here.
Wait, he goes right? Dude, why didn't he go left? No! Dude, it's no!
I don't think I have an option here.
No, what? Look! Dude, it's clear to the left! No!
Not the days. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, hold on. Hold. Okay, no, this is not a hold moment. Yeah, okay, yeah.
He was actually fine here, by the way.
Stun. I have to take the stun, I think. I'm just gonna run. I don't think I have an option here. We can both. This is by RNG.
Plenmagus has fallen.
Hold on. If I line of sight the oh, no. There's no way.
Well, it is what it is.
Oh, man. That's rough. Dude, yeah, Rayman 3 is coming soon. That's huge. Rayman 3 HC. That'll be a pretty interesting challenge. Although the game's not that hard, to be fair. A modern Rayman 3 port? Yeah, it's always been on PC though, actually. First time player. Oh, you'll definitely. Dude, if you're a first time player, I feel like you definitely die. 100%. But like if you're you know, a new gamer. Yeah. I mean, Rayman 3 has always been on PC, but yeah, it is indeed back. I'm not sure if you can get it on Steam. I got it on GOG. Lava? Oh, dude, like no. If you have not done it before, you will 100% die. Like some of the bosses will fucking bamboozle you. Like honestly, a lot of things will bamboozle you in that game if you haven't seen it before. Like you will absolutely die. Yeah. Oh. And guys, that is actually gonna be it for the stream. I'm gonna do a bit of a chill one today. I want to restabilize a little bit, get back in the gym, get a good sleep schedule, all that kind of good stuff. So we're done. Okay, we're done at least for now. I will raid Plenix. He's doing HC. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, my friends. Tomorrow, we're hopefully killing Mythic Soul Hunters, and it's going to be great. So I'll see you guys then when we do that, right? It's going to be epic. It's going to be content, my friends. Stay tuned for more. I'll see ya.